Greetings and salutations, and welcome to another episode of Watts World, the show about everything and nothing, of course. If you didn't know by now, it's good to see all y'all. Hope y'all are doing well. Limbs to limbs, good to see you, brother. Mary Freeland, Bee Charming, always a pleasure to see you. It's tough being the queen bee. Somebody's got to do it. Pat Evans, good to see you. Cheryl, the human, always good to see you, sir. I hope all is well. Happy Tuesday. Maybe you got some tacos in you. Maybe it's an extra special Tuesday. Ohio Valley Prepping, good to see you. I hope all is well. Oh, man. Well, weather pattern this week definitely took a shift. It's a little bit cooler. Um, Today was the first day that we actually got some true rain. Now we got like a little 15-minute shower. I think it was Sunday night, but it rained here. Oh, it was cloudy this morning, but I don't know. It started raining about 10 o'clock, and I think it probably rained till about 1 o'clock, off and on. But yeah, it was much needed. It's good to see the rain came back. See, you know what I mean? That's the type of things that may or may not happen here at Watts World. We have been known to cause people to order way too much takeout. Those are the things that happen. Some people order way too much takeout. Some people just go in the kitchen and cook up a storm. These may or may not be some of the many side effects of Watts World. We can neither confirm nor deny these entities or activities. Need a break from all the royal doings. Yeah, there's a lot of royal optics. Whatever's going on with the royals, yeah. I'm not sure. Allegedly they're in town. The royals are in town. How about that? Oh, I know, dude. I don't think there's nobody that can scale a tree to your capabilities and ingenuities. Devil Dog, good to see you, sir. I hope all is well. Finally got some rain down here on Augusta, Georgia. It definitely need a lot more of it, but I think the more you know, hey, some people can't say no to the bell. Yo quiero Taco Bell, huh? Man, it was, I don't know. I guess while we're on the Taco Bell randomness, it was sometime last year I seen where this guy that allegedly did the artworks for like I think it was the Taco Bells in like the 80s or the 90s before they remodeled like that uh abstract style of art that if anybody can remember like in the 1990s Taco Bell lobbies, somehow people got a hold of some of those paintings and they were selling for like a ton of cash. It was crazy how much people were paying for some of those paintings of I forget the particular artist. I'm thinking, man, I remember them as a kid. I remember seeing those on the wall as a kid, but didn't really think much about it. Heck, we really didn't go to Taco Bell that much anyway. But yeah, I think it was sometime last year. I forget how much. It might have been thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. There you go. Make gorditas great again. They're eating the nachos. They're eating the gorditas. Bring back the taco pizza. Yeah, man. I think the last time I went to the Taco Bell was Back in the day when they had the little game on the counter where if you drop like a coin in there and it landed on something, you get like a free taco. That might have been my last Taco Bell experience. But don't get me wrong, there was a time when I liked the Taco Bell. It just never liked me, you know. It was a love-hate relationship. Like even in what was the movie Demolition Man, where they went like into the future, and there was like uh allegedly there was no more restaurants, and Taco Bell had been morphed into like fine dining. Like if you wanted to go out, take somebody out to eat, you go to the Taco Bell. There you go. Shoot. I had me a I made me a bacon cheeseburger and fries for supper, you know. I did it fat boy style. About a half a pound bacon cheeseburger with some onion, a little tomato, you know, some homemade French fries. Can't go wrong with that, you know. Oh no. I made another bad decision today. It was 2:30 and I was hungry. So I went through the fast food drive-through. Just a reminder, when they never usually do this, Burger King. Mm, mm. It happens, you know. We've all fall victim. We've all fallen victim to the you know, we're just not ourselves when we're hangry, you know. Eat a Snickers, Betty White. Eat a Snickers. Oh yeah. Back when they still had the little Chihuahua in their commercials, man. The commercials was pretty cool. I don't even think they have Taco Bell commercials anymore. Damon Austin, good to see you. I hope all is well. Yeah, I seen some areas was getting some bad rain. Heck, it was just what's today's date? It's just the 28th, and we just now got some official April showers. We had like a little 15, 20 minute shower Sunday night, but today was about today was the first April shower day. So it definitely helped out. We definitely need plenty more of it, but it's definitely a start. Hmm. I know it's crazy. Usually we would have had a lot more rain by now. We're still like in a state of drought. Um, heck, even the I didn't check it as of today, but as of this morning, the 520 fire just on the South Carolina side, just not even 20 25 minutes from me. As of this morning, it was still. I think they said it about 70% contained as of this morning. So hopefully those showers that came through definitely helped out. Uh, I know people in South Georgia still they're still catching hell down there. I mean, two of the nation's largest active wildfires are both going on in South Georgia. Hopefully they get some more rain, get some relief. I don't know exactly what level of containment they're in. Um, yeah, just been praying for everybody. You know, everybody's getting a storm of some nature. You know, whether it be wind, rain, tornadoes, or some wildfires. It's still a storm. Yeah, I know. There's been a couple other little fires that started out because of that one on the Georgia Florida line. Mm. We just had two minimal wheels that got hit bad. Oh wow. Mm. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just saw some type of weather factoid that popped up, talking about the tornadoes and stuff, and it was talking about it was on track to be as bad as it was some year that we set the records for the most tornadoes. I want to say the most tornadoes to make uh what they say in a year to make the touchdown in a year or something like I forget which year it was. It might have been 2011. I said, dang, yeah, I know, right? You just been kind of riding it out up there. You know, that's a good question. We did a we did an electrical job for a customer yesterday, and you could tell that this guy's like the neighborhood handyman. He said he'll do it all, but he don't deal with no electrical. He said he'll call in the big guns for that, which I respect it. You know what I mean? Because he looks like he's trying to tackle the world himself. But yeah, we was over there doing some electrical for him, and shoot, man, he had about 4 or 5 lawnmowers lined up. And I said, "You getting them running? You getting them running for the season?" And he said, "No, these is all lawnmowers I'm working on for everybody else." But I don't know. Guess it's just the world we live in. Certain knowledge or certain doings don't get passed down. From whatever it may be, working on a car with your pops or your granddad or an uncle or a friend or doing things like that. Some of those things stop happening. The convenience and the availability of just, oh, it broke, we'll just go buy another one. Don't have to worry about it, no matter how simple it may be. You know, it's a lot of things. I don't think it's just one thing in particular. Snowing in Alaska. Yeah, I don't know how far they're. I don't know when their last frost date would be. It's interesting. Fancy Oak, always a pleasure to see you. I like it. No notification Tuesday. I love it. I love it when things go as unplanned. Yeah, we got a little rain here. It knocked the dust off the boots. That's for sure. Terry King, good to see you. Yeah, I know there was people reporting, shoot, lemon-sized hail, all type of stuff. It was pretty wild. I saw this one channel. They did I forget which county it was in Texas. I don't know how many got affected. It might have been the most impacted. I don't know which one was, but they were kind of doing like a drone flyover of this neighborhood where a tornado allegedly touched down, and I was thinking, man, it's nasty stuff. Now that is a heck of a name. If beer and back roads was a person, nice. Welcome to Watts World. I don't know how you found us, but I appreciate you finding us still the same, my friend. You know, if you're new to the channel and if you're wondering how you got here or what this may be, don't worry. Don't attempt to adjust your televisions. Don't attempt to adjust your mobile devices. You have entered the Twilight Zone. This is the show about everything and nothing all the same. Yeah, it's crazy how just one little droplet of water can just keep recycling up. And yeah, softball, football size hell, that's it's crazy. Nice. We encourage aliens here, you know. Um, I guess we're any day now for the possible alien invasion or the appearance of the intergalactic motherships. So give us a sign. Give us a sign if you're a friendly alien. I would tell you to blink twice if you need help, but I don't know if aliens can blink, you know? I don't know how those things work. Uh-oh. Nice. Nice. We got friendly aliens. We have friendly contact. We have made contact here at Watts World. Yeah, I'm with you, B. I don't think they have eyelids neither. You know, I don't want to uh misdetermine their facial structures. Yeah, but it's hard to say. Chris Gilbert, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I hope all is well. Let's see here. Huge. Always good to see you. I hope all is well. Let's see here. Let's do this. Maybe we'll get a little chaos, a little conversation. Who knows? No, no, I don't think they all look alike, you know? There's probably many different forms of the aliens, the intergalactic species. Who knows? Adapt 2020 is reporting that they allegedly found a new island. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe they can name it Watts World. There we go. Boom yow. See what I'm saying? These are the type of things we have here. We have international globe seekers that just go find new islands. There we go. You have my vote. You have my vote for the new island excursion. Doug, good to see you. I hope all is well. Always a pleasure. Oh man, you're right, B. Can't have a Taco Tuesday episode without a safe word. I'll give you the honor of picking the safe word, B. What would the night's safe word be? Choose wisely. You know, I'm honored, Hughes. I'm honored. Most people that come to my broadcast usually don't, you know, they usually don't do those type of things. So I appreciate that. Salsa. There you go. There you go. Let it be so. At any point in tonight's broadcast, you feel any form of discomfort, displeasure, irregularity, irritability, discomfort, possible meat sweats, or any type of overwhelming sensation that you just can't describe, tonight's safe word is salsa. There you go. Make it hot. Damn, Prepper. You know, that was going to be the safe word. You know, I was thinking tonight's safe word should be liverwurst, but man, you're about 5 seconds too late, bro. He was that close to having tonight's safe word be liverwurst. Yeah, I know. I know. Sometimes just talking about it gives me the shakes, you know? It's weird stuff. It's weird stuff. Nobody can explain it. It's just happening. It's all around us. Yeah. Salsa. Yeah. Yeah. It definitely be running somewhere. That's for sure. Oh, oh, that's brutal. Mm. Oh man, gotta love it. Got to love it. Yeah, I think Taco Bell and Arby's are about the same, you know. One has the non-meats and one says they have all the meats, you know. Who do you trust? Oh, I love it. Mm. Yeah, I know. I saw your videos that you posted from there. It looks like some good stuff. Yeah, we got a here locally. We still got a couple places like that. One of them is called Bill's Family Restaurant, and I think they open up at like I don't know. They open up early. They open up at like 5 in the morning, but after lunch they shut it down. And another one that's similar to that is called Ruth's Family Restaurant. Same type of deal. They open up at like 5 and they close at like 2:30. But their food and their menus pretty much been the same over the years. They've added a few things, you know. They hadn't really taken much away, but it's yeah, some good stuff. Anthony Crouch, good to see you, sir. I hope all is well. Yeah, no doubt. Country cooking, soul food, the good stuff. You know what I mean? You get you one of them plates, you ain't got to question or think about it. 2 hours later, you're still satisfied and good. Miss Bonnie, good to see you. Always, there you go. Handle it. Handle it. See, now you talking. Some good old fried cornbread. Oh, man. Only thing that can make fried cornbread better is if you add some cracklings in it. Mm, crackling cornbread. It might not be your cup of tea, but personally, it's some good stuff. Tejas. Oh, yeah. Shoot. I didn't get this big on naughty loving to eat. That's for sure. Where's Two Limbs at? Two Limbs, get up here and tell us about it, man. Jalapeno cornbread. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. Yeah, that was sometimes as a kid, my mom would make like certain dishes and she put a spin on it and make like like of course it wasn't authentic, but she always gave it like a cool name, like jalapeno cornbread, or sometimes she would put like I don't know, she would put like pieces of like I forget how she made it. I don't know. It was some good stuff though. Can't remember all the ingredients in that, but yeah. Yeah, that's about how it was here today, Pat. I mean, it lasted about 3 hours, but it was raining just enough where you couldn't really do nothing outside. It's much needed for sure. Yeah, shoot. A lot of times when we'd have a meal or something, it would either be like some homemade. My mom would make some homemade bread or some homemade biscuits or some homemade cornbread to go with the meal. Shoot, even by today's standards of shrinkflation or whatever you want to call it, it don't take cost much to make something like that. I've done a lot of different gardening. I've tried to grow a lot of different things. I know as a kid we grew a bunch of different corn and stuff like that, but I love me to give me some corn going and process that, and make my own cornmeal, make my own grits. That'd be some good stuff. Yeah, yeah, Pat. It was enough to keep the gardens watered today, and caught a little bit in my catchments. So it was a good day, real good day. We had a few outside jobs scheduled for today, but that got shifted and postponed. But we was able to recuperate and realign. Went back to a project. I don't know if any of y'all saw the shorts, but it was I don't know, about a month and a half ago. I uploaded a short of a small remodel. It wasn't the entire house. It was like 1/3 of the house. But they finally got to the point where they got tile up, paint up, all that type of stuff. We went there today and started putting in lights and putting in devices. We'll be going back there tomorrow and hooking power up, getting everything turned on. So I'll try to upload some update shorts of that project tomorrow and a couple more. All right, wow, man. Always a pleasure to see you, sir. I hope you're doing well, safe from any storms or deviancy. Mm, I know y'all had some good times, definitely. Mm. Well, I hope the storm's cleared and everything's safe now. Yeah, I think we're set to get some more storms. Possible. Well, I think there's a chance all through this weekend. Some days I don't think it will. Pretty slim chances, but who knows? Always good to hear. Now that's fine. That is mighty fine. Are you kidding, B? Art Wild man sleeps through that type of stuff. You know, I just put questions out there. If somebody wants to answer, they can. It's just just a general census, you know. Maybe somebody's reading a new book. Maybe something I need to check out, you know. I'm always down to read a new book. Shoot, one of them tornadoes will touch down near Ark and he'll just shoo it away like a shoo fly, you know. Go on now. Go on and get on back on over there to Alabama now. There you go. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, a good rainstorm comes through at nighttime. Oh yeah. I still sleep like a baby. No doubt about that. Yeah, there's been a lot of questionable stuff I've been seeing about the handling of certain situations down there. Hopefully they get some relief. Hopefully some of these storms coming through will go that way and give them some relief. There you go. I can see that. The story yet to be written, the story yet to be told, you know? Or who knows? Maybe they're not blank. Maybe they were just written in invisible ink, you know? Maybe that's the gimmick. You buy a blank book thinking it's blank and it's just really filled with who knows. There you go. Canterbury Tales with Chaucer. The never ending story. There you go. I like it. The never ending story. It's like the song that never ends, you know? Me, it's hard to say if I have a favorite book in particular, you know. I haven't read them all. I've read my fair share, but I don't know. To pinpoint it down to one particular book is hard to say. Because a really good book, you can learn something, you can take away something, um, may give you a place to escape, you know. Just let your imagination just roam free through the pages and the words of literature. That could be true. Some people would say that, you know. Just think of how powerful a device like that is. Just being able to write ideas down, you know. It's one thing to think it, but you need to speak about it. You need to write it down. Just hit them with all three forms of manifestation, you know. All right, everybody, put the kids and the small animals to bed. Here comes the show. Wait, whoops, hit the wrong button. I think I just ended the show. I think I just ended the show, but I'm gonna bring you on anyway. I hit the
Hey,
red button.
how
Welcome,
you
welcome,
doing?
Miss Bunny.
What was the safe word? It was
Salsa.
salsa. I saw so many. I was like, boogers. No, not boogers. D dog.
Tonight's safe word is salsa. You thank Be Charming for that.
Art, good to
It's
see
an
you.
amazing think tank we have here, you know?
Fancy, good to see you. I know I'm missing a bunch of people. Cheryl.
So many legends in chat. It's hard to keep up.
Right. I'm just going to call you Beard. Be charming. Okay, when she gets in all caps, you know she's yelling at me. I'm trying really hard not to turn up the heat. I've been looking into some things that are very disturbing. And
talk about turning up the heat. Shoot, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome D-Dog to the stage, everybody.
Hey, Count. Terry.
All right, he's still loading.
Yep. Keep it saucy, sweetie.
Well, I like hot sauces. I like sweet sauces. There's this one Mexican restaurant I like to go to. They don't, you know how like some you go sit down, they bring you your chips and the salsa. Well, they'll bring you chips, but they don't bring you the salsa. They got a big salsa bar in the middle, all different types of different sauces, green sauces, reds, pickled vegetables and stuff. And you just kind of go up there and help yourself.
Oh, wow.
Are you with us, sir?
Can you hear us?
Check, check, mic check.
Nope.
Yeah, kind.
Yeah, you sound like you're at the bottom of a fish tank right now.
Darn it. It's not working.
Deep CNN.
Hey, Pat. Good to see you. So are we talking mild or medium or hot?
All the sauces. Make all sauces great again.
Right? You think it'd help if you go out and come back in, D-Dog?
Could be my Taco Bell Wi-Fi slowing him down. He ain't used to having to, you know? Oh.
Yep.
Awesome. Just like that. They come, they go. They come back, they stay. You never know, Bunny. You never know how things go around here. Blue Butterfly, good to see you. I hope all is well.
I'm getting nervous about this trip.
What are you nervous about?
You know, it's really ridiculous. Well, for one, I've never been there. And
the area y'all traveling to, you've never been there?
Yes.
Okay.
And there's a bridge. And it's one of those that opens up and lets ships through, and it's high and it's long.
Nice. You don't like bridges?
Not high ones. I'm okay with them if they're low. I don't care if they go for miles, but
oh yeah, I imagine if it's large enough to open up and let a ship through, yeah, it's up there.
Oh, Mary, you don't want to know.
Well, I guess if that's the most disturbing thing you got to do on the trip, I guess it won't be too bad, you know? Once you cross it, you'll be like, oh, it ain't too bad.
I can climb in the floorboard until we get over it.
Who's driving across it, you or somebody else?
Somebody else.
There you go. That's probably the better bet, you know? You'd probably be doing 120 across there.
Yeah. I invited to go on this trip with a couple, and so I won't be in control. I can't tell them what to do like I can my kids. Don't go
Hey,
this way. I want to go this way.
just let it be, you know. Just let it be.
Yep.
It's gonna be an awesome experience, you know. I just know it.
Mm, I'm not sure where it is, Pat.
Especially if you've never
It's
been there, so you know, it's always a new experience.
yes. I think I'd rather take the ferry,
Uh,
me personally, but it's okay. I'll make it.
you'll make it.
If y'all don't
Yeah.
hear from me Monday, you know I didn't.
Oh, that's like as a kid. Uh, I forget where we was. I don't remember if it was in North Georgia or somewhere else. We was up in the mountains.
Mhm.
And then we got ready to go across this bridge, and it was like I don't really know what the style of bridge is that you call it, but it looked kind of primitive. But I mean, it was sound and solid. It's one of those ones like rope bridges that come up ever so high, but it doesn't go like straight down to a square. It kind of tapers to a V with like a wooden plank or something that you walk on.
Uh-huh.
It was one of those style. And man, I
Huh.
got up on that thing, and then just when my mom, she was standing there, she started freaking out, and I started swinging on the bridge. She was,
Oh
oh
my
man, that was
goodness.
funny. Oh, then I ran all the way across to the other side. I was just over there enjoying the view because I was like, well, I know they're not gonna come over here.
Yeah.
It
And
wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that high up, but still, you know, to walk across something like that, it could be leery.
yeah, that's what it's just that first moment when you see this thing way up in the sky and know you got to go over it. But I know that I'll get used to it. Hey, James.
Oh yeah, like when you go over like a hill or something, you can kind of feel like your stomach drop when you're coming down.
Yes,
Hmm.
the
Yeah,
place where at the coast where we usually go and go fishing, um, it had the last drawbridge in Texas, and so then they
mm,
put a causeway. And the first time I saw it, I was like, "Psst, "You're not getting me over that." And but once I did it, then I was driving it by myself. I was up there taking videos. It's it's just that when you see it from the ground and you're like, yikes.
oh yeah.
Yes, I'm staying in America.
Uh-oh, watch out. Florida man has entered the chat. Good to see you, the tribe. I hope all is well, sir.
He
Nothing
tried.
too hot and heavy, you know. Just a little bit of anything and everything, all and nothing.
Oh, I like ferries. Those are fun. You get out and the ocean breeze blowing.
Jacob, Jacob, no, you're like the third or fourth person that's asked me that. No, I'm not Chris Watts. I'm the original Watt. I'm the OG Watt. But I appreciate you being here still the same, though. However, you may or may not have found Watt's World. I may not have been the Watt you seeked, but I am the Watt you found. I am the Watt you needed at this moment. But no, there's been like three or four people, you know, I guess local people that find my page. But nah, it's a totally different Watt.
Sometimes,
Yeah, I'm a megawatt. There you go. Tribe knows what's up.
there you go. Sometimes huge. If I turn too quick, And if my feet are in the right place, I have to grab something. But it's not near what it used to be.
Brew, good to see you. I
Hey,
always
Brew.
appreciate you being here. But where'd that comment go?
Yeah.
But Jacob, I appreciate you being here. Still the same.
I can't believe
Anniversaries and metaverses are colliding, Bunny.
those fires are still going down there.
Yeah, I know. The one here locally, well, I talked about it earlier for a second, but the one here earlier, the one here locally, just across the Savannah River on the 520 side of South Carolina, that fire as of this morning was at about 70% contained. They said on the news this morning before I went to work. But hopefully those
No.
3 hours of showers and whatever we got here, hopefully that helped go ahead and put that one out completely. I thought that one was already out. And they said this morning, no, it was only 70% containment. And I said, damn.
Dang.
So we got about 3 good hours of widespread rain. At some points it came down pretty hard, so hopefully that pretty much put a end to that escapade.
I think so, Pat. Using something.
Shit. It ain't that Mountain Dew. Shoot. Must be that mellow yellow. Ooh. Oh no.
I don't know. It's mellow. So, what is it this year? Is it El Nino or El Nina?
I think it's both. I think they're following the trend of transcendence. I think
Oh,
they're doing like a
great.
dual partnership, like dual parenting, like
Mm-hmm.
one will get one half of the summer and the other will get the other half of the summer. And I saw some report or some story that said I think next year is going to be super El Nino. So now you got El Nino. They done went Super Saiyan, Bunny. If you're familiar with the
Oh,
Dragon
great.
Ball Z realm, you know what I mean? So now we got Super El Nino next year, allegedly. So we got a year to prepare for that one. But last year we didn't have no Ninos. We didn't have no Ninos or no Ninas. We didn't have any storms make landfall besides the islands.
Well, okay. Central Texas, right? Friday night, our low is 49. Saturday, it's 48. High 60. And this is fixing to be May. I'm just not used to this. It's like, how do we dress for the coast? Of course, it's going to be warmer there, but still.
Golden Side, good to see you. I hope all is well. I'm doing well. I'm doing as good as can be expected. Margaret
Henry
Murphy, good to see you. I hope all is well.
Golden. Yes, huge. I do.
What do you think about it, Bunny?
I think
Get
that,
down to it. Let's just cut the crap. Let's get right down to it. What do you think about it?
well, in
I didn't
what
mean to
was,
go there. I just went there, didn't I?
yes, you did. In 1940, I think somewhere around there, 40,
Well,
50,
I can't
this,
remember that far back.
this man decided, well, he figured out how to make it rain. But he would make these towers and go up on it and spray this stuff. And so these farmers were saying, yes, please make it rain here. And so he did. So this was in California.
Yeah.
And so he did that a few times. And then lo and behold, California started flooding and it wouldn't stop raining. And it was like 6 days straight of rain. So I feel that when you start messing with Mother Nature or what God has planned, you might get more than you asked for.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yep.
When you start messing with the natural flow and the natural cycle of things, because you know words and all that type of stuff. The climate's changing. It's changing day by day, regardless. Naturally. But yeah, when you
Yes.
start manipulating things,
Yeah. I think that it's going to cause trouble. And we don't even know what the long term effects are. That's
and
kind of
it could be good
worrisome.
now for some. Oh man, I think I just inhaled some climate change, Bunny. Ooh, man, that was a close one.
Be
You almost
careful
lost
there.
me. Oh man, where were we at?
You said, you know?
I know that's how powerful it was. It man, I won't never remember that one again. That was just how powerful it was. I lost my whole train of thought.
Hoover Dam was shut off in terms of producing power. Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Project
I
Storm
know.
Fury, 60s.
Can't remember specifics. I just recently saw an article about the Hoover Dam. Something about I don't know. What was it about? Repurposing or like some type of renovation or something. I don't think it was like a total project, but it was like something specific. I can't remember. Too
You
many
do.
news flashes, Bunny. Too many news flashes.
Oh, no. And Cheryl, what do you mean? Why am I afraid to turn my heat on? Heat. We don't need heat right now.
Yeah,
It
I
needs
hadn't
some.
had either one of mine in a while. Especially this week. Shoot, there ain't no need for no heat or no air.
Yeah. I said something bad's going to happen. Did I say that?
Who knows?
Vegas is in water rationing. It's crazy where the drought points are when you look at the map. I just um, refreshed it. And I'm in the white square in Texas that doesn't have drought.
Are you in
Don't
the
usually,
sanctuary, the safety zone?
I guess so. I don't
Man,
usually see that right here, but I'll take it.
huh? Total opposite here, Jerry. Our spring here has been anything but cold and wet.
Yeah, y'all are almost black. It's like I can share this with you.
Yeah, there you go. Let's share some stuff. Well, I love sharing. Sharing is caring. That's what they say. But yeah, all 159 counties that make up the state of Georgia are in some form of drought. Um, a little over 2/3 or the majority of the state is like level 3 to level 4. However, they do the classification. I forget the specifications. Like when it goes up a level of drought, 3 to 4, whatever. I don't know the different calculations that they get for that. But anyway, and the worst of it being in the southern parts of the state where they're having these wildfires going on. Let's see here. What you got back there, Bunny?
Yeah, look at the panhandle of Florida and South Georgia. And it looks like,
Colorado received a 0% snowpack rating.
wow.
Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, ready to what?
I thought you said you had something to share.
You can't
No,
see the picture.
no, it's not in the backstage yet.
Oh, it didn't
Welcome
share.
in, everybody. Welcome to Watts World, the show about everything and nothing all the same.
Oh,
Feel
it's a
free to
dude.
join with your rants, raves, concerns, comments, possible thoughts of the incoming alien invasion. Feel free. Yeah, there's nothing in the backstage, but it's just a mess. I don't know who made that mess back there.
Let me try again.
Yeah, and if you feel so kindly, hit the like button. It's still free, you know? I don't think they charge nothing for the like button now. Yeah, they ain't wanting to let you.
Hmm.
Nothing. It's a drought back there, Bunny. It's the drought in the backstage.
They don't want y'all to
I don't know.
oh, what I just do. I'm still here. I see it's a blank screen. There it goes. Oh,
Since we got 45 in chat, make
go?
sure you hit the thumbs up. There could be prizes later. You just never know. Maybe the prize will be just seeing this mysterious
Yes,
image,
because I
you know? There we go.
navigate.
All right. Let's see here. This could be interesting.
Is it showing now? Oh, you got somebody.
Sambo, greetings, salutations. How are you?
Good, man.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
What's on your mind? What's on your heart? What brings you to Watts World?
I'm just sitting here all day working. You know, I thought I'd come on your show. What's the
Gotcha,
topic?
gotcha. Where you from? Where you calling in from in the world?
I'm from the UK. I'm from London.
Nice. London.
Oh,
Yeah.
What
you
time is
followed
it
your.
over there in London?
It's like 3:36 in the morning.
Nice.
Goodness.
Third shifter.
Yeah.
So what's on your mind? What's on your heart? What are you seeing going on over there in London?
It's boring, man. You know, life has changed. It's not like before. And there's nothing going on. It's just work, home, you know, and just, I don't know. There's no life here, basically. There's no life. It's just work and money and all that. There's no life. There's no mountains. There's no beaches. You know, London is like just a city and it's busy.
What do
Yeah.
you think about the King of England coming over here to the States today? What do you think all that was about?
I
If you
don't
even
even know
care or
about that.
follow it,
You're
you know,
talking
I know
about
some
Prince
people really
Charles.
don't get into it.
Prince Charles.
Yeah,
Oh, did he come over there?
I think so. Him and
Yes.
him and a few of his constituents.
Okay, what for?
Uh, what do you think, Bunny? What was it about? Maybe you know
I
more
don't
about
Alleg-
it.
I don't know.
allegedly
Yeah, go on.
to have talks with Trump. I'm not sure what they're going to speak of. Maybe how to get out of the mess they're in, but that's just my opinion. I'm sure somebody else has a better one.
Welcome back up, D-Dog.
Yeah. All this politics, they come out with many things.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should stop the war. I think Trump should stop the war.
Definitely. Thank
Yeah,
you.
definitely. And bring peace to the world.
Yep.
It's so sad. There's people out there that are worse than us, and they're suffering.
Yes.
And the world is coming to it's become like nobody cares about it. The government doesn't care about it.
No.
What do
They,
you
they
what do
should
you do
take it
for like work?
seriously.
What do you do for like work or a trade? If you
Oh,
don't
I'm a
mind me
security
asking.
officer. I'm a security officer.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, so
yeah,
you probably see a lot of ins and outs of a lot of stuff then.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
Lisa, Margaret.
yeah. What do you do?
Oh, he addressed
I'm an
Congress for some reason.
I'm an
Okay.
electrician by trade.
Electrician.
Yeah, I guess a handyman of sorts. I dabble in different things, but a handyman by trade. I mean, not a electrician by trade. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
keep
So
the
you
lights
sell
on.
stuff. You sell stuff online.
What's that?
So you trade stuff online, that sort of thing,
No,
right?
no, 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 not that. No, not that type of tradesman. Like a skill, like a bricklayer or like a carpenter
Like a
or electrician or
maintenance, you mean?
plumber. Yeah, a
Like a
trade like that.
maintenance,
Yeah,
you mean?
but I do
Okay.
electrical. I'm an electrician.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed
Like,
the guest name. What's his name?
What's your name again, sir?
oh, call me Sam.
Sam.
Yeah.
Somebody in chat is asking if you want to get out of the UK.
Yeah, I wish I could get out of the UK, but because I'm born here, it's like home, innit?
Yes.
It feels like home. It's like even when you go to work and then you come home, you get this kind of feeling that,
I
that
understand.
you
I
understand what I mean, innit?
Yep, I stand for
You know,
America.
yeah, and you know home more, innit? So if you
Yep.
go somewhere else, it's like, it feels different basically, this is your home, you know everything here. You get that feeling, where you live.
Yes.
You come back on the train, and you see where you live in that. It's
And
just this kind of feeling that you can't explain.
it's probably not better anywhere else.
Maybe.
Some would say it's better here, but of
Mm,
course I haven't been anywhere else, so I don't know.
okay. The only problem about this country here is they tax you, right? They
Yes.
tax all your money because they live off your tax. You see? That's the only
Yes.
problem. That's the only problem. But you do make money, but they take like a lot of tax, and they use it on stupid stuff like weapons and whatever they do with it, basically.
Yep.
Try to
It's
support other countries like that are getting into war and
yeah. It's the
so
same
much
here.
money, so much. Yeah, yeah, so much. And not
Yep.
only when you're working, your money goes to the people that are not working. Your tax goes to the people that are not working. Like the
Yes.
people, exactly. You see what I mean? So the workers suffer more. The workers suffer more than the people that just sit there and collect benefits and that.
Yep.
Because
That's
anyone
it.
could just make out he's not well, and they'll give him a house, they'll give him like free medication. They
Oh
get
well.
everything basically, but a working person has to pay for everything. Yeah.
So
And if you ain't got like a decent job, then
So,
it's difficult to live.
and I understand that too. The cost
Yeah,
of
yeah,
living
it's
has
really expensive.
skyrocketed. Yes,
Yeah.
but um, so is it kind of like helping your neighbor? If I mean, our taxes are spread out all over the place. Our taxes are going
Exactly.
this and
Exactly. Yeah.
everything that we
Yeah.
don't want to
I think I
fund.
think I think what they need to do is, okay, because the rent here is just it's over the top. They take like a thousand
You
eight
can't.
hundred pound of you. Are you from the USA, right?
Yes,
Okay,
Texas.
exactly. So the rent here is like 1,600, 1,700 for just a two-bedroom house, just to live in
It's
it. It's
it's the
yeah, yeah.
same thing. It's about 2,000 a month for a
You see what I
little
mean?
2-bedroom apartment. Yeah,
Exactly. You see what I mean, though? I think what they need to
yeah.
do is they need to just decrease it.
So I think the
Yeah.
only difference. What are your gas prices? Y'all go by a liter, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because the weather changes and it depends how
Mhm.
much electric you need, how much heating you need in it. So we do get summer here, and so you don't know basically how much you're paying for gas and how much electric that you're using. You can actually pay it yourself, or you can pay it every month, uh, whatever they want.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, you're
But I
talking
think,
about gas for
mm,
the house.
yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. I was
So they give
talking
you
about.
a card. So they give you a card basically. You go to the shop, right?
Mhm.
And he fills it up with whatever he does on the system. Like if you put £20, £40, £50, and then you have to survive with that. Or you could pay every month how much they want you to pay.
Yes.
So you'd rather use your gas wisely instead of using their gas. The gas they give you that you have to pay for every month. Do you know what I mean?
So what about petrol? Like,
Petrol, what do you mean for cars?
yes, for cars.
Yeah, even petrol as well. Petrol's gone up now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The petrol's gone up now. I used to drive. I bought a car. When I passed my driving license, that I bought a car, I bought a Nissan Qashqai, right? And I was so happy because I just passed my driving test. I got my license and all that, excited and
Okay.
everything. So I said to myself, let me go and get a car. I got a car now, right? Started driving about. Basically, there's nowhere to go in London. Yeah. Because it's just
Yes.
like a city. Yes, so it's like a city, right? And then I started thinking about the expenses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Paying for the road tax, paying for the petrol, paying for the congestion charge. I can't drive my car in the morning. I can't even go to the city in the morning. I have to wait till 6 o'clock in the evening to drive into the city. So you have to pay £12, like just to get across, to get somewhere.
Goodness.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was expensive. And then if your car breaks down, you got to take it to the garage as well to get it fixed. And plus you have to pay for the insurance. Oh, I just said to myself, what am I doing with this car? You know what? I'm better off if I had a family, like a wife and a kid, then a car would matter, because I could see
Yeah.
getting on a bus or on a train with your family, it doesn't look good, you know. So I think that is the time to buy a car instead of just having a car for yourself and just driving around everywhere. It's not gonna work
Yeah.
out.
That's the way
It
my
just,
friends in Sweden, um, Stockholm, they
yeah,
just either use public transportation or bicycles or whatever.
exactly. You see,
They don't drive their cars.
yeah.
Do you have a
Some
do you have
people.
a channel? Do you put out content?
No, I just go on YouTube and find you on there.
Okay. I was gonna say if you put out content or had a channel, we could definitely cheer you out.
Yeah. What's that? What do you want me to do? Yeah, do you want to repeat that?
I said if you had a channel, I didn't know if you had to put out videos or if you put any type of content, we could have one of the moderators share your channel out if you wanted to be shared out.
Oh no, no, you just can do whatever you like. You can do whatever you
I
like.
got you. Well, if one of the moderators could drop his channel link, I'd appreciate it still the same, you know?
Yeah.
Are you
Tomorrow
able
may be
to?
the day.
Mm.
Are you able to put a comment in chat?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
could put a
Oh,
comment
you
in
want me to
chat.
put a comment?
Yeah,
Like what? What do you want me to put down?
whatever you want to.
You can just put hello or whatever, but that way I can get your channel.
Yeah. I'll put good channel, yeah?
Is it not Bob Blob?
So it's just us three on here, right?
So far, yeah. I put the link in chat if anybody else wants to join.
Okay. Okay, so have you only just put this channel up or you've had it for quite a while?
But this my channel,
Yeah.
I've had it for a few years. I hadn't did really did much with it, and I just started putting up uploading a bunch of shorts.
Okay.
But
I
just
think
as
it's a
recently
brilliant
going
channel.
live.
I think it's a brilliant channel.
Did you?
I think it's a really good channel because look, it hasn't have you it hasn't got a topic. It's people can just come on and just say how they feel,
Yeah, I mean,
what they're
uh,
doing, have a chat. Do you know what I mean?
I take the chance. I don't mind taking the chance. I trust you to be an honor able, a commune able, a trust able person. You know what I mean? Long as
Yeah,
nobody's
yeah,
coming
of
up
course,
corn bombing or
100%. I
just
work
being
with the law.
belligerent. You know what I mean? I'll
Yeah,
tolerate or entertain most conversations. I believe we can learn anything from a good conversation.
yeah, yeah. I work with the law in it, so you can trust me, man.
Uh, so far, so
Okay.
good. You got a seat at the table at Watts World. I appreciate you
Yeah.
being here. But yeah, it is interesting, the different time zones and stuff. We see that a lot. Even with Bonnie, you could check out Bonnie's channel. Bonnie goes live and kind of does the same thing. But yeah, she's got people that come on there from England and Australia, all different places. It's interesting interacting and talking with different
So
people, seeing what their point of view
yeah,
or the reality is where they
I
are.
wanna ask, yeah, I wanna ask you something. What's it like in the USA? Where you
As in what
from?
I live on Georgia.
Georgia.
Yep.
Okay.
In honor of King George. What do you think about that?
I've never been there.
Oh, you'd love it. You would love it, my friend. I'm telling you, hey,
Really?
it's true what they say. Once you go Georgia, you never go back. You know what I mean? It's true. But no, it's beautiful. I mean, it's America. It's like it's so diverse. Each one of the 50 states is like a country in itself. Not so much of just the obvious breakdown, but just of the diversity. So much you could find within each state. From coastal states to Midwest to
Yeah.
states like Bonnie.
You can
This.
explore
You
as
know,
well. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, has the most counties of any state. It's so vast. Uh, but it just depends. Any place you
But
would go to would be probably a totally different climate wise from the UK for sure.
right.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
100%. 100%.
Uh, who was
Yeah,
Sam.
that guy,
so
Bonnie, that was from the UK that came on your channel that moved to Georgia? What was his name?
Oh goodness.
The truck driver. He
Yes,
was from
he's a
London.
and
yeah.
he left it here. He's been here 11 years, and
Mm,
his name is. Oh, does anybody in chat remember?
Can't
yeah, I
remember.
don't blame him.
But yeah, he was
I,
from London and he moved to the state of Georgia here about over a decade ago.
yep,
Mm,
and he
but
loves it. He tells
yeah, you
all his friends, Brits, move here. I'm telling you. And
know,
but to me, it seems the same. I know y'all have some stricter rules.
mm,
We still have our Second Amendment. We don't have neighbors telling on us for things so far.
Mm.
Low
But
tide. Welcome
I
in.
remember
Welcome to
one
Watts
time.
World.
Yeah,
How
I
you doing?
remember one time
Good,
one of my
man.
cousins.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. I remember one time one of my cousins. Okay,
Good.
they played basketball in London. Okay, so he had a chance to go to America, to show off his basketball skills and that, and they were playing a team. And when he came back from there, he said to me, "It's dangerous." And I've heard from a couple of people as well. They're saying to me, "It's dangerous out there and it's too risky." Is it really like that?
It's like
you
anywhere
know,
you go. There's good places. There's bad places. Of course,
Yeah.
it's
yes,
much more, I guess, diverse and spread out than, of course, just London or the UK. Being an island itself.
Mm,
But I mean, there's danger anywhere you go. You know what I mean? There's danger just walking to your mailbox. It's whatever you see it to be. But I don't think that should let anyone or stop them from doing or seeing or going or experiencing whatever they want to experience. As long as they aren't causing any loss, injury, or harm to anyone else.
Can you carry a gun and walk around in that country?
Things like that vary. I mean, we have the basic right to defend ourselves. Of course,
Right.
it varies depending on state, counties, and stuff, how different things are interpreted, things like that. But we do have the right to defend ourselves.
Right. If I see a gun, I'll shit myself.
No, don't do that,
So
man. Just stand down, be at ease.
no, because
Look,
because here in London, we can't carry knives and we can't carry guns. If they catch you with a gun, they'll give you 5 years in prison straight away.
no questions asked.
Yeah. And the only way you can defend yourself is with your hands. So if someone pulls out a knife on you, you have to just run away or something,
Hmm,
or just call the police.
crazy.
Yeah. And if somebody comes to your house as well, you can't, do anything to them. You can only call the police.
oh my goodness, and the police take
Yeah,
forever. By the time,
yeah, yeah,
uh,
exactly. So, you need to just defend yourself with your hand.
or an
Well, low,
umbrella, a baseball bat, or something like that.
Or if you,
well, low tide.
obviously,
What do you think about it? What brings you to Watts World? What's on your mind?
it's good.
You know what? It's just
What's world is good.
it's a Tuesday
You
night,
could come
man,
on, have
and
a chat,
just kind of hanging out, man. Ran across the channel here and dropped in to see what it was all about.
Well,
exactly, yeah. I,
um,
I can come on all
here,
the time. I can come on all the time, every night though.
Now you're a Georgia Bulldog. Is that what I see?
yes, sir.
All right, good for you. Gotta love the college sports, man. Got to support them.
Well, you know, I
And
love it
what's
for what it is. It still has its, it has its place, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. But yes, this particular channel, anything's kind of, I guess, fair game for the most part. No particular topics, no particular path. You
Yeah.
know, it's kind of
Mm.
viewer, audience, panel interaction. It's the MySpace 2.0. Whatever's on your mind, hearts, whatever, you
Very
can bring
good.
it here.
Yeah.
Well, that just sounds awesome.
There you go.
what state are you in?
Yeah. So I'm just south of Watt Life. There. I'm down in the sun coast of Florida.
Okay, we have a few Floridians here.
Yeah.
Always, brew. Always. 6D chess. You never heard of
Nice
6D
beach.
chess, did you?
Nice beach, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
If
The
you come
entire
here, you got
state's
the
a
river.
beach.
Yeah, if you come here, you got the River Thames. It's all dirty.
It was something Brit. Man, I cannot believe I can't remember his.
Yeah, you got the River Thames here, and it's all dirty. So
All right.
Yeah, we haven't got a beach here. You have to come out of London. You have to go, like Brighton or Plymouth or Epsom. You have to go really far out. We ain't got all that. It's just buildings. We've only got 2 buildings here, like city. That's about it.
All right. I'm gonna trust that everybody is honorable, communeable, and trustable at this point. Here we go.
I might go to America one time. But from what I've been hearing, it's dangerous in that,
What part did your
Yeah.
friend go to? The one you said that played basketball here in America. Do you know what state or
Yeah.
city?
I don't know what state or city, but I know that he had to go over there and play against the team. And then basically what happened is when he was playing, he caught a cramp. He caught a cramp in the game and he lost his career because of it.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
But at
no.
yeah. But at the time he was there, he said to me, Sam, I was walking and I turned right, okay, and he see this little boy, maybe about 16 years old, with these 2 women walking with him. And then the boy must have pulled out a gun and pointed it at him like that. And he just looked the other way and he just kept walking.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That sounds like New York or LA, somewhere like that.
Yeah.
It's not like that everywhere.
And here, obviously, because he's born here, right? Yeah. No one's ever pulled a gun on him. Yeah.
Right.
When he see that, he said to me, Sam, I just turned around like that, and I just kept looking straight, and I kept walking.
In the big cities, people are a little different. And like
Yeah.
Texas is mostly rural, and
Yeah.
I don't live in any of the big cities. Because of that. They do get crazy. Hey Ken, how are you?
Hey, what's
Ken,
going
welcome
on?
up. Good to see you.
What's up, what? How you doing, Low Tide? And is that Sambo? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Shoot, we got the whole the whole Southeastern Conference represented. Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. You know
Low
what I mean?
Tide.
It's like a family reunion we didn't even know we could have, Bonnie. Then we got
Right.
Sambo. We got to get Sambo over here in the States. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need a Louisiana or Mississippi now.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
the South covered.
You got London.
Yeah. Y'all get any rain today, Ken?
All day long.
That's
We needed
good.
it though. We needed it. Everything. We're so dry. We've had like 3 brush fires in our area. Oh damn! I've been talking this whole time and nobody can hear me.
No, I heard you.
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I didn't have my mic unmuted. No, but yeah, we had rain all day today, and we needed it though because we've had like 3 brush fires near here the last week or so.
Goodness.
I think it's where people, flick a cigarette out the window, and like the whole side of the highway, I think day before yesterday was literally on fire.
That's what a lot of people think. But when I was on the fire department and when the inspector would check to see what caused it, it was either caused on purpose or a car leaking oil that had pulled over on the side of the road or glass. A lot of times, like they said, typically if you toss a cigarette out the window, it's going behind the vehicle and it's out. So they said it's usually another cause.
Do you smoke, Bonnie? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do, but I'm just
Okay.
saying.
I smoke as well.
You,
I used to smoke weed.
I don't throw my
I-
cigarettes out the
I
window.
still do.
Oh, you still do, yeah? I stopped it for 15 years. I stopped smoking skunk.
Huge in the chat. Is that Yorga?
And when I used to smoke it, it was like a drug what I couldn't get off, you know. And then I said to myself, let me try and get off this and see what happens, you know, give it a couple of months. I was clucking for it and that, but then it became my enemy.
I use it as medication because it does better for me on my depression and anxiety than the medicines, the pills the doctor wanted to give me. I did away with all those.
Yeah, I got rid of it because of anxiety and stress. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because with anxiety and stress, you got to live a healthy life, innit?
Yeah.
And then you can overcome anxiety. If you live a healthy life, you can overcome it. Cigarettes
No
are all
doubt.
right. They just like calm you down and that. I'll stop drinking and I'll stop smoking skunk, yeah. But there's one thing I couldn't stop is cigarettes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is a
cigarettes.
pack of cigarettes over there? How much of those run you, or a carton?
Oh,
However
they're
you buy 'em?
expensive. They're expensive. It's like the cigarettes I'll buy Benson Blue, right? And they're like £16.50 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're £16.50. And my friend, he smokes like silver and they're like 20 quid.
Mm.
Yeah, so £16.50 in dollars is like $20.
I smoke Vincent and
For,
Hedges.
for a carton or a pack?
Yeah, for a carton for 20 bucks.
Oh,
That is cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Wait.
if you get a carton over here, you're going to pay $50, $60, $70.
Yeah. For
Really?
a carton, that would be cheap, but for a pack, that would be expensive.
but I think
Yeah.
they use different currency, don't they? Do they use
Well, he was
euro?
even he was converting it over to US and said it would be about $20 in our money. That's why I say that's a
You
cheap
see what they're
carton.
doing? You see what they're doing there? Yeah, you probably get paid more, right? But they still take your money with what they're selling you.
I
Yes.
think it's all the
That's
taxes
what
they
it
have.
is. Yeah.
It's the tobacco tax.
Yeah.
About 90%
People
of the
struggling all across the world. Yeah, it's definitely evening out some type of way. You know, if you're paying more here for this or paying less here for that, you know,
Exactly. Yeah,
it
you
all kind of evens out the same way if you have people
Yeah.
living paycheck to paycheck, no matter what the paycheck is. You know.
you
We
know
need
how it is. The government will tax you on anything. If they could find a way to tax you to breathe, they would do it.
I think they proposed legislation
5 cents a
in
breath or something.
2028. Yeah. To
We need to
conserve
do-
air, because the Olympics is going to LA and they have to conserve the mass oxygen
Yeah.
consumptions, you know,
Yeah. And a packet
allegedly.
of cigarettes in Egypt is like £1. So you're paying £100 for a packet of cigarettes, and it's like £1, and they only sell Marlboro.
Wow.
I can
Yeah.
get a pack of Marlboro Blacks here. Sometimes they're on sale, like for $5 and something a pack.
It's probably duty free, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're probably duty free, fake, you know, like, you know.
And
know,
and the
kind
thing
of-
when I began smoking years ago as a teen, I started off paying 65 cents a pack for a pack of Marlboro Reds.
Oh man, that's expensive.
65 cents a pack?
Man, that's a lot of money, man. Oh,
Well-
do you mean in dollars?
No,
Yes.
65 cents.
Cents? I don't
Yeah,
know how
65
cents work.
cents. Yeah,
I think-
100 cents will equal $1.
Oh, like 65p, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Our
Yeah.
stance would be like your quid, a breakdown like that. Yeah.
Mm. Even
Change.
here, right, they sell like one cigarette for 65p. One cigarette
Good.
single, right?
Wow.
And they have to, yeah. And they have to sell it on a slide.
They,
Okay,
they
and
won't.
if the police catch them,
Man, it's Somebody go into an EKG machine? What happened?
Oh no.
Oh no, that's the door. I just went outside for a cigarette and came back in.
Man,
Yeah.
sheesh, look, they let the whole
Anywhere
neighborhood
around,
know you go outside. We have a
anywhere
guy going
around
Yeah,
outside
it's
to
a
smoke
big
a
silver
cigarette.
door.
Please be alarmed.
yeah, anywhere
Yeah.
around here, they're not allowed to sell single cigarettes. We used to do it at some of the convenience stores, but they put a stop to
Lucy's.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of the
Oh, yeah,
youngsters.
Lord
Why?
forbid you sell somebody a Lucy's. Man, who do you
They're
think
selling to
you
the
are to
kids.
sell an individual?
And there's a lot of junkies in London. You know that. There's a lot of drug addicts. There's a lot of junkies as well. It's a mess.
I think that's worldwide almost just about it because
Yes, we have
Yeah.
that.
we call them crackheads.
Exactly. We call them crackers as well.
You know?
And then you've got homeless people as well. You know, the government here give them houses and they don't want.
We have in different areas what they call tent cities. They've literally, like in the woods, made a tent city. That's where all the homeless are staying.
Okay, we don't have that here.
But you have homeless. Where do they stay?
Yeah. Because what the government does here, basically, they put them homeless. Okay, and if you're a single person, you have to wait 10 years until they give you a house.
So in the meantime, you just whatever. Wow.
Yeah, you gotta wait 10 years, right? And if you got kids, okay, and a missus with you,
Yeah.
okay, they'll give it to you like faster. They'll give it to you in about 6 months or probably a year.
But wait, they give you a house? Like, just give it to you?
They won't just give it to you like that because it's full of people. The city's full of people. Everyone comes to London, they talk about London, they say London. But when they get it, they start crying their eyes out. They find that everything's expensive and they have to pay for their visas. They just take so much money off them. I know a lot of Indian people that have arrived here, they say, we wish we could go back.
Now there is this one church group that where that tent city I was talking about once a week they'll go down there and hand out food to them,
Right.
which I think is great.
Here, if you see their homeless places, right, and you're a single person, it's all junkies outside, and you have to sleep in this kind of room that they give you. It's disgusting, you know. So all the homeless people, yeah, all the homeless people here that are single, they go through disasters. You know, if you got a partner, they'll put you in a.
And I got a couple of more weeks and I'll get to see my son that I haven't seen in over a year.
Nice.
He's moving. Not going to be on the island in the Pacific anymore. So I guess no more of them scuba diving shipwrecks. So he's actually moving back. He's moving back here to town. He's actually going to work at the military base Fort Benning.
Yeah, it's like they're the military base, isn't it?
Be Charming lost a ranch, just so you know.
She's on her cell phone.
Oh,
She's tuning in from her cell phone. She's on the mobile.
Yeah, she's like me. I'm on the mobile as well.
Nice.
unknown YouTuber, good to see you. Wingnut,
Yeah.
good to see you.
Wingnut, good to see you. I was wondering whose eyes that was, eyeing me, eyeing yourself. There you
Yeah,
go.
Wingnut looking in.
Yeah.
The unknown YouTuber. Welcome.
Hi, Unknown. Good to see you, Unknown.
Yeah.
The most known unknowns.
Yeah. So
What do you think about it,
believe
Tad?
in religion and that? Do any of you believe in religion?
Yes.
What's that?
Well,
Bonnie, what do you believe?
not Not religion as such. I believe in God.
Atheist.
I believe
Okay.
in Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay.
organized religion can kiss my you know what.
Yeah. So
Too,
you got
too
atheists
much of them
going.
false, too many false preachers out there.
Yeah. You need to see a miracle in it. You need to see a miracle to believe in something. Yeah. You can't have like somebody saying to you, look, this is this, this.
Amen. Obedient. I believe in Jesus, but not religion.
Yeah. So have you seen a miracle?
Oh, I've had lots of miracles. My son that I was just talking about,
Yeah.
he's a miracle. He had
Oh, just
skull
your son.
reconstruction. Yeah, he had skull reconstruction surgery at 7 months old, and we were
But
told
just like
we,
just like he said, there's false prophets out there, yeah. Has anybody proved to you like a miracle? Has anybody showed you a miracle?
or I've
I
seen a
don't.
miracle. My son was supposed to be a 6 month old as a grown
No,
up.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about a person, like a prophet or something. What's come up to?
No.
What's your name?
Oh no,
What's your name again?
my name
Yeah.
Ken Redfield.
Okay.
Ken.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Guess we lost him again.
Yeah. I have seen miracles, but no one has come up and presented one. It happens when it's going to happen. I'm a miracle sitting here.
It was
My
a
wife, my wife is a miracle. She was supposed to, according to the cancer doctor, she should have been dead back in 2010.
Yeah.
it was a great, I guess, a great thinker, a great scientist, a great uh, mathematician or whatever by the name of Albert Einstein. He had many quotes and he had many thoughts on many things, but he made a quote one time. He said, "You can either go through life living two different ways." He said, "You can go through life believing that there's no such thing as miracle and everything just happens by chance, or you could live that every single moment, every single thing you see, encounter, do, and and experience is a very miracle in itself. You know, it's either all or nothing in a way." I guess that's kind of how he was put it. And if
Yeah.
anybody knows anything about Albert Einstein, he always tried to explain the reason, what if, how everything was and everything. And I guess from whatever it may be, but from somebody like something like him, that was a pretty cool quote, in my opinion. Let's
Yes.
see.
Amen.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, yeah, man. I don't know what happened there with the phone.
It
It just
happens to
kind
the
of
best
switched
of
off
us,
and then
you
came
know.
back. Yeah,
That's when you know you made it.
yeah. But if you read the Bible and then you read whatever the Torah or maybe the Quran, there was prophets before us that have proved miracles in that. But what we've seen today, we haven't seen nothing. I mean, we all have kids. We all live like how life is and everything, but nobody has proved anything to us. So what does that tell you?
Maybe we've lost touch. Maybe we've lost sync or connection with something that we once had. Not something
But
that we've
what?
lost completely. I think
Yeah,
everything is all inside of us all at the same time. The very thing we run from and the very thing we run to is always inside of us, you
yeah.
know.
But
So
where
what
is
did
that
happen?
thing? Yeah, but where is that thing? What can tell you, look, this exists? Because if you read history, okay, right, there were people that showed you like proof, yeah, that these things happen. But why isn't there today? The world you're in now
You
and
don't
the
need
years
proof.
that
You
you're
need
living.
faith.
Mm?
Yes.
Isn't it, Bonnie?
It's faith.
Mm,
It's
Yeah,
just
you can't just believe in it, Bonnie. You have to see in it, and you have to
When you
you
have
have to,
when you
no,
get
because
answered,
look,
when
because
you get
listen, right?
answered prayers,
Huh?
I said when you get answered prayers, that's all the
Yeah.
proof you need.
What? Just praying to what though? Something that doesn't exist, or what? Something that I don't know about. Nobody showed me anything.
Okay, if he didn't exist, how did people get here? Man is a
Mm.
there's no way.
Because
Do you believe in evolution?
because look, even scientists, right? They say, right, the world came in a bang. Okay, it came in a bang, and then some people say, right, we could be apes.
No,
Where
We
They-
could be,
then why are there still apes?
mm, because they're saying that apes
So
evolved after
those
millions
other
of
apes
years.
didn't evolve; they stayed apes.
No, they evolved, and they don't
Evolution is a
evolve.
crock of shit.
Yeah,
you know what?
whether it's shit or not shit, yeah. But can you see what people are saying? The
Because
world could come in a
because
bang.
the Bible can be proved because some of the prophecies that were said to have happened have already happened, but there are
Yeah.
still some to come.
Mm. But the Torah says the same thing in the Quran. It says the same thing. But what I'm saying to you is basically is that hasn't
The
anybody
Quran is a false
proved,
religion.
mm, but has anything like whether the Quran or the Torah is false or whatever, has anybody like a person like a prophet proved to you like a miracle where you can say yes, this is it, this is true? Because if this really happened, right, the whole world will believe in that Christianity. Believe
And
me.
there's more of us than you think there are.
Do you know what I'm
And
trying to say though, Bonnie?
but you're dependent on man. I am dependent on the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit.
But how do you
And
know that these
whenever,
things exist, Bonnie? How do
because
you know these things exist?
Because something
when he
doesn't happen.
grabs you,
Something doesn't happen out of nothing without an intelligent being behind it.
Yeah, but people, like I said to you, people are saying the world came in a bang.
well, they're
Okay,
wrong.
who made the bang? The
It
bang
came
just
out of
happened.
nowhere.
It
It
came
came
out of
out of
nowhere.
nowhere.
You cannot create something out of nothing except by intelligent design from an intelligent designer.
And who do you think created? Who made the bang?
And we all just
I
got
don't know.
intelligent. We magically got intelligence. I don't believe in magic.
No,
Oh, so okay. See, now you're getting something.
You need to
See,
dig a
it
little
could have been
deeper.
magic. It could have been magic.
no.
God spoke the world into existence. Think of it. Speak. Frequency.
Okay, and who's
That's
God?
why
That's why we have free energy frequencies. That's why everything grows.
Okay, so who's God?
He's the one and only,
Yeah, but who is he?
the great I am. That's it.
But you haven't seen him.
I don't have to see him.
okay, do you believe the wind exists?
The wind. Yeah, the wind exists, obviously.
Okay, when it blows against you, can you see it?
Yeah. But does God blow against me? Does
Can
God
you
show
see
me
it?
anything?
Can you see it? Can you see
No,
the
you
air?
can't see it.
Can you see the air you're breathing?
Only when it's
So
cold, it turns into
so the
fog.
air we breathe in that doesn't exist because you can't see it.
No, you can't see it. Only if it's
Yeah.
cold.
But you know it's
So-
there.
But you know it's there.
You know it's there. So if it's a cold weather, you can see it. It turns into a fog in it.
That's not
But
the
he-
air. That is the moisture that's in the air. The actual air you're breathing right now. Can you see it?
Yes.
So
So if it's a
in other
cold day,
words, you're
okay,
saying
listen.
if you can't see something, then it doesn't exist. So I guess the
Okay,
air we breathe doesn't exist. We're not breathing
okay,
air.
okay. So if it's a cold day, example, okay, and I'll go,
And you go
the
breathe.
smoke
That is
will come out.
that is the
You can
moisture
see
on
the
the
air
air.
in it. You can see the
That's
air in
not
it.
the air. That is the moisture in the air. When you breathe out moisture.
Moisture.
That moisture mixes with that cold air.
Okay. But that air, you can feel
Now,
it.
okay, let's take it here. When it's cold and it's outside, you
Mm,
feel it, right?
yeah.
So you can feel
And
it.
when, okay, so you can feel the wind, right? But can you feel God?
Yes, you can feel God the same way you feel air.
How do you feel God? Does he touch you?
You can feel his spirit move inside of you. When he grabs you, you'll know it.
But
And I pray that you do find him, because I mean,
but
what?
okay.
Okay, if I believe in God
I
and
don't think we can automatically assume that someone doesn't know God or something just because someone asks certain questions. Certain questions can be asked just to get a general census of how someone is feeling. You know, we don't we don't have to get on the attack or defense just by simple questions. You know, just
Mm,
communicate, see where people's going, see what people's trains of thoughts are. You know what I mean? We don't
mm,
have to assume. I'm not going to assume that someone doesn't have God or needs to find God just because they're asking questions about God. You know.
mm. So I believe God, there's one God, okay? I believe there's one God and he created everything.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. Because
There
if you
you
look
go.
at the shapes of the trees, you know, the powers of the animals, you know,
Yes.
the snake's got venom, it protects itself and all that. These things, it's clear that there's something that exists, you know.
There you go. And if in its truest state, some things just can't be explained. You know, we
Yeah,
you can come to a understanding or a realization or whatever
yeah.
perspective we can come through in our journeys in life
No, the
to
design, the
hopefully
design.
understand that there is something bigger than us. You know, whether we
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
it, feel it, whatever it may be. You know, the spark or
You're right.
whatever that
Yeah,
gets us up in the morning and says,
yeah,
"Hey, today's the day." You know, whatever
yeah.
that may be. You know, we all can acknowledge and understand that there's something more, whether we believe it is
But why
God,
do
it has its
science?
name, or
Okay,
whatever
why do
religion or
science?
interpretation we
Yeah.
come through from it. You know,
So Ken, why do scientists believe that the world only came in a bang and they believe there was no God?
I think just man's curiosity in general, we want to have an understanding or an explanation for something, for anything. You know, even if we can't duplicate it or alternate it or terminate it, we as a society, or I guess as humans, we have this curiosity or wanting to know. You know, if
Mm,
nothing else, just for that. You know, we try to find some explanation for everything. You know, whatever it
yeah,
may be, God or anything. You know,
yeah, yeah.
there's always a theoretical think tank trying to explain or something. You know,
So
they
Ken,
tried to say why are cow farts trying raising the ozone or determining the ozone layer. You know, what I mean, they got people just wasting our
yeah,
money on all type of stuff like that. You know, I don't know. It just comes down to each person's different walk and determination. You know, I think about what about the tribe out there on the middle of the island that never has no interaction with any outside religions, be it uh, the Christian Bible or the or Muslim faith or Judas faith, whatever it may be. You know, I think about the people out there on the island. You know, they never get spoke to about anything. You know, what happens to those type of people if they know they have to have some feeling or understanding that there's something bigger than them, even though they're on the island, they don't know anything, they're just catching fish, they're drinking coconut water. Shoot, to them, they don't know anything. That's their best life. They're living it. You know, I would hope and think that everybody, even something like that, and heck, look at all us. We're smart enough, intelligent enough. We're on this metaverse. We're conversing with each other. You know, I hope that each one of us has some type of understanding or maybe connection. There's something bigger than us. You know. Heck, I ain't even lived my whole life yet, so I'm still trying to figure it out, The fact that we could even come together and try to figure it out together, that's an amazing thing in my opinion, you know? I think I
Amen.
lost everybody,
No, you can
you know.
just get my mouth
No,
full.
my computer keeps freezing up.
I lost Low Tide, we lost Sambo, you know. I don't know. I like questions,
And my computer keeps freezing up.
Everything's freezing up. It's all right. We're going to get
But
regrounded and restructured.
maybe it's YouTube.
Maybe it's YouTube. I don't know what's happening.
They don't like me. Well, my Red Pill channel, I don't pay that much to them, but my other channel, they don't like me. They demonetized me.
Yeah, I seen you made that video. I said, damn.
They're hitting
Can't
a
even-
whole lot of YouTubers. It's not just small creators. There's some of the channels out there that have like 900,000,
Yeah, you can't even give a
subscribers.
personal input. Yeah,
They demonetized a channel that made $30,000 a month
that's crazy.
the other day. That's a big chunk of income whoever had that channel lost.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's over $250,000 a year.
Yeah, 30,000 times. Jeez.
That's crazy. Yeah, you can't even give your own personal interpretations of how you see things are going,
Yeah, well,
Whatever it may be.
what YouTube's doing, every channel puts out like their kind of style. They kind of brand themselves.
Yeah.
And some of the maybe the images or something of your thumbnails, maybe they're all look similar, but they're different. But it's kind of like your brand. It's like YouTube is saying that's not creative enough, but we want you to be your own brand, but we don't want you to every video to look alike. Some crazy shit.
Yeah, I mean, like at that point, yeah, that's just too much. We want you to be your own thing, but you can only do it by our images and our specs. But we really just want you to be your own person, your own creator.
Yeah.
As long as you can just do it our way,
Yeah, we don't care if your subscribers love your content. We don't care that they love it.
No, we don't.
You
care
got to do it our way.
No, you got to do it our way. If you want it your way, you got to go work at the Burger King.
I mean, shit.
Dang, that's crazy. Yeah.
My Red Pill account, it will never be monetized because I get too many channel strikes on it. But I've been good on this one because I've had this one a little while. But
Damn,
this
it
is
was
actually
$30K a month. Damn, that's crazy.
This is actually on my Red Pill account. This is actually my 5th account since 2020.
I mean, just imagine how much fiat's collected globally just off of all the monetized content channels, man, on a monthly or a yearly basis, that's an insane amount.
And that's just the ads. They also had other income streams which weren't affected. So I don't know how much they made on those, but that was just from the ads on YouTube.
They get whatever their cut is. Like if people donate through the YouTube stream or they super chat you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it all ties together.
That's probably billions a year globally.
I mean, hell, look, you got that famous YouTuber which my oldest grandkids loved when they were younger, Mr. Beast. I think he's got several million, subscribers. So there's no telling what kind of money he's making off of that.
There's channels that have millions of subscribers that all they do is just post shorts of his content,
Yeah, well, those are probably gone. They were hitting those too.
This person's got had 1.8 million subscribers, and all they had was just Mr. Beast reposts.
Yeah,
it's crazy, and it's just it's interesting just how the different algorithms or how everything works, And then there's some levels of it that you just don't never find unless somebody shares a link. You would have never even found that whole spectrum of YouTube.
Well, that Mr. Beast kind of got caught up in a little something a little while back, where on some of those videos where he was like giving money to like say, "Oh, I got a lucky subscriber." All those people he was giving money to were friends of his family.
You're a lucky man, Aztec. You've never seen it. You don't need to see it.
The only reason I seen it was when my grandkids watched it. It's not something I would go pick to go watch.
You had to live a very, very interesting algorithm for Mr. Beast not to pop up in your algorithm since 2006. I can respect a man with an algorithm like that, you know?
It's like, keep scrolling. Oh, Mr. Beast, nope, keep scrolling.
Oh, yeah. That's like, when was it? Last year. I didn't watch the video, but allegedly he went below the pyramids, and then all of a sudden they had something going on at the pyramids. I'm thinking, yeah, what was it? What would they have? The LiDAR? Some type of crazy device they had. Just the fact that it's called a LiDAR. You
Yeah.
know, I'm like, man, that sounds like some BS.
So basically short for like a laser radar thing, LiDAR.
That it sounds like a device that's picking up lies, you know? I don't know. Yeah, that thing would never go off. You know, it'd be like a smoke detector with the battery that needs changing. You know, that thing's going off
Yeah.
every 30 seconds. Shit. Had to have a solar pack on that thing. Hydropower.
So now so now I guess my channel is, I can reapply in 90 days. So currently my channel is, it stopped at 14.6. You know, it was constantly going up. So I figured probably in another couple of months I've been at 20, but that kind of just dropped dead in the water.
Oh man, they do there's certain little games like that. Yeah, you know, you can still be found and things are still happening, but yeah, who knows what other type of algorithmic restrictions, you know, for 90
Yeah.
days. And then, you know, heck, there's certain channels we've been subscribed to at some point. You know, they had good content, good knowledge. They get lost in the algorithms. You got to go back and like, damn, I knew I was subscribed to somebody. You know?
Yeah, YouTube will you got to watch it because YouTube will unsubscribe you from people's channels.
Yeah, I have seen
Just
that happen.
they're like unsubscribe. You have to go back. Like, I know I was subscribed, and you have to go back and resubscribe.
Yeah, I go to hit the thumbs up and boom. Yeah, I got to do the whole process. I'm reapplying for my car's extended warranty policy again.
Yep.
It got me.
Talking about Georgia earlier, I actually wrote a song about Georgia earlier.
I seen that pop up. It gave me a notification. I don't know. At some point when I was live, it popped up. Yeah, I seen. I said I'm gonna have to go back and check that one out.
Yeah, it's called "She's Like a Georgia Peach."
There you go. And hopefully the weather cooperated enough. Hopefully it'll be a decent peach season. Almost
Oh yeah,
that time.
I love some Georgia peaches.
Yeah.
Think about once a year we'll head over to Fort Valley.
Yeah.
You ever been there to the Lane Peach Orchard?
Not to that one. I've been around that area. I had a buddy of mine that used to go to school down there that way.
But yeah, you can go in there. You can get peach candy, peach ice cream,
Oh,
anything, anything peach that can be made is in there.
I love
Peach
it.
custard, peach pie,
Shoot.
nothing but peach items.
Well, be charming. You have a safe night. Get you some rest. I appreciate you being here as always. It's
Good
tough
night,
being the
B.
queen bee. Somebody's got to do it. It must be done.
Good to see you, Anthony Crouch.
Yeah, there's a big place like that here.
Damn, 419 in central Indiana.
Mm,
I don't think
regular.
I don't think ours has hit 4 yet.
No, ours hadn't hit 4 yet. Ours went down a little bit, but it's still above 3 though. Still well above 3. But yeah, we got a place like that here called Sarah's Market. They sell some stuff throughout the year depending on what crops, but the main thing is like the spring and summer. But yeah, they have all that type of stuff in there.
Yeah, that's what I missed when I was a kid. There was a place in Columbus. It was called the Farmers Market, and that's where all the local farmers came. With their different fruits. Whether it was watermelon, tomatoes, whatever crop they grew, and you could just walk down the middle of their trucks and pick out what you want. Whether you wanted tomatoes or maybe some lettuce or collard greens or whatever it
No
was.
doubt. We got different outdoor markets and stuff now, but we still got like one true farmers market, but it ain't what it used to be.
Yeah, there used to be a local butcher here. He had like a little shop where he would sell like the different cuts of meat. It wasn't coming through all these places. It was just a local farmer. But he said the red tape that they put on him and all the restrictions, he ended up losing his business.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, all the extras, the stuff they put on you
Yeah,
just
they
to
got
be able to do it like that.
yeah they got so many hoops they want you to jump through.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Same way with the farmers, man. The ranchers and the farmers, man. It just puts a stranglehold on them.
Yeah. Well, hell, there was a time they were paying farmers to not grow crops.
I know.
Here, we'll give you an extra $500,000 if you don't grow this crop this year. I mean,
Sad thing is, they've been doing that for 100 years. Go back and look
they
into
do
like the
that.
1920s and stuff. The stuff they were structuring on the farmers and stuff. Then it was just like the
Yep,
precursor to what we got going on now.
they do
A
that.
100 years, 100 years, but they play the long game. And when I say they, I mean like the powers that should not be, as a
Yeah,
wingnut would say. I know
they
you
do
watch the wingnut. I know you lurking.
it. They do it to control the prices.
Oh, no doubt. Like in that movie, remember that movie with Eddie Murphy? What was it? Trading Places. Remember that
Oh
movie?
yeah, oh yeah. They would
The pork
trade
bellies,
places
Mortimer.
for the day.
We control the pork bellies,
I'll
Mortimer.
bet you.
Control the market.
I'll bet you $1.
hmm You know,
That was a good. That was a good movie.
yeah, yeah. Something simple as that. Just like damn, these clowns think they got it so high on the hog. They just bet $1 for somebody's life. Just for the
Yeah,
whim, just for the heck of it. They don't even care about the monies. Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
how those upper people are.
there's a Farm Fresh Meats in Robertsdale, Alabama. It
Rodsdale.
looks like it's pretty good.
I'm not sure exactly where Rodsdale is. It might be a little far to go.
Robertsdale.
Robertsdale.
Yeah. It's in southern Alabama, I guess.
If I can pull it up on my map.
Let me see if I can get the link.
Uh-oh. Be careful, buddy.
Bald. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's way south. It's down there close to Florida. It's between Mobile and Pensacola.
Oh, so that's too far south.
Yeah, I'm in the west central part of Alabama.
Everybody knows you don't go that far south, buddy.
Okay.
Even us Southerners have
if
limits on our Southern.
if I'm going that far south, especially since it's near Pensacola, I'm going to Pensacola Beach.
True. Is Lineville close to you? Lineville?
Lineville.
See, I'm seeing some up here. A bunch
Near
of them.
Talladega. See, I would be in the area close to Auburn, Alabama. That'll give you a general area. where I'm close to.
Matthews Meat Market. That's Lineville too. I don't know. I cannot find the website for the one that we went to, but it was in Mississippi. And it was good.
No telling.
I think it was in Mississippi. Yeah, it was. Hattiesburg, Mississippi. But usually, if you look up a butcher, you can call them and ask them, where do you get your meat?
What about a baker?
We don't have the only butchers we have are at the grocery store, and that's where they get their meat off the trucks.
What
Oh,
about
yeah.
a candlestick maker?
Candle shop.
A butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker.
Man, we have this one bakery, and they do pies and muffins, and you name it, all homemade. A little lady started it years ago, and the family keeps on the tradition, and it's pretty cool. We have a lot of places to get homemade pies, actually. Cakes.
But no candlestick makers, huh?
Well, you go a little further, yes. We have a
Yes.
candle factory.
All right, just making sure.
It's one of those that they do
Open up a
the
candlestick shop. Seemed like it
different.
was a high demand and a low supply. We need to balance it out, the economy, and stimulate everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked up to see what the closest one is to me. The closest one is over 2 hours away.
Goodness.
Man, you're like in the void of Alabama.
Yeah.
You're like in the
That's
pocket.
called it's called Matthews, which said they have, I think, three different locations. It was
Might be in the last safe stronghold of Alabama. You don't even know it.
That was one of them that I'd seen, Matthews.
yeah, that's the one that they have one in Lineville, like what you were talking about, and then they have one in Anniston and some other place.
Well, and that's the processing plant is like 2 hours from me, but it's worth the drive to go.
Oh, damn, Matthews Market also has raw milk.
There you go.
And have any of you ever tasted raw milk?
Yes.
And you can definitely taste the difference between that and the milk you get in the store.
Yep. It's way better.
My reason how I know that is because my family were dairy farmers, and one of the local we used to have one called Connect's Dairies and something else, but they got bought out, I think, by Parmalat. And then we had Wells Dairies, which was my family. Of course, I never seen any of the money, but they used to have a dairy plant, and as a kid, we'd go to the dairy plant and they'd have ice cream cones and
Yeah. I guess I go to their website to give them a review. How do I give them a review?
usually on their website, on their Google page.
What's the question?
You can leave reviews at. It's usually
Here
on
it
the the company's
yeah,
Google
yeah.
page.
Google the business you want to look for, and it'll pop it up. Yeah, it's usually reviews, all that type of stuff. Phone number, directions. Yeah, we got places here locally to get raw milk or
I may have had. I mean, I may have had some meat from Matthews Market before because it says that they sold box meat under the Rock Valley, I guess, name. And I think I remember having some that was in a box that said Rock Valley on it.
that's what happens here. We may or may not remind you of what to get on your next grocery visit. Those are the type of simple things that you just grow come to love here. And yep, I'm glad I got that 5 pound of industrial peanut butter. The longevity in the shelf space really paid off. I appreciate that. I think somebody left that as a comment one time. Pretty cool. Make sure you leave a comment. What do we help you remember to
Oh,
get at the store?
oh yeah, Blue. We have a friend that gives us that we get some fresh eggs about every couple of weeks. You can tell the difference in those two between the fresh eggs and the eggs you buy in the store.
And even locally, there's still a couple of dairies, but like the main one is called Steed's Dairy, Steeds. And it kind of operates normal through most of the year, but during the fall they open it up where they have like hay rides, they have the pumpkin patch, they got the cornfield, they carve a maze into it. They got a huge area for like kids and different things, the petting zoo, and you can at certain times you can go up and watch them. They do the live milking of the cow.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty
Do,
cool.
do y'all have a Barber's Dairy in that area?
Mm, I don't know. It could be. I don't know. I'm not going to say we don't. There's
I
still
think
a
it's
few dairy style farms left.
I think it's Barber Barbers.
Could be. There's one. There's one that starts with a B. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a little south. A little south from here. But man, it's like you go for miles. And these folks, man, they own tons and tons of cattle. I forget the family, but it starts with a B. Um, I don't know if it's that particular family or not, but yeah, they own some cows and some acres. You go for miles on both sides, and it's their property.
Wow.
And
That's
my dad told me like as growing up said the only thing he hated doing was getting up extremely early every morning, even on school days, going out and helping milk the cows.
I think everybody hates it. You're like the rewards of it.
Well, hell, nowadays they got the little machines they just hook up to them.
True.
You don't have to do it manually anymore, really. Unless you're like a real small farmer, maybe got one or two cows.
Yeah. Oh, I would really like to get a milk cow for the butter and cheese and milk, just all of it.
My wife says she wish we had a big good sized plot of land so we can raise some chickens.
Yep. And I want chickens. You don't need a lot of room for chickens.
Yeah. The egg laying hens is what we want.
Yes. Yeah, I need to get started on my coop, but I'm waiting. Room.
All right. I will be right back.
Okay. Have to do one thing at a time here. BLT. Oh, that sounds good. Roast beef sandwich. Roast beef sandwich. Not ketchup on eggs, James. Ugh. You don't think anyone else has? Okay, Anthony. No comment.
That could be a thing, you know.
Dragons. I don't know. I don't know. Lasso. I don't know what people don't have. Yeah, I have an original painting too that my mom did. Can't remember his name. Oh, okay. Tomato is a ketchup egg. I did not know that. Oh, wow, Cheryl.
No, I don't have one of those, but I know what you're talking about. I've seen that uh, style before, yeah.
Yeah.
But no. Well, I know I've got some things that probably some people wouldn't have, just as far as location wise and certain interests. But I do know for a fact that I've got a painting that I know nobody here on panel would have, and nobody here in chat would have. If they did, that would be one heck of a connection. But it's a painting that I got at the flea market one day, and I couldn't believe I only paid. The only guy only wanted $10 for it. It was way. It's worth way more than that. But
Wow.
it's an artist that it's a big painting. It's probably maybe 3 by 4 in a metal frame, all done up nice and everything. But it's got local images. It's got like the image of the local fraternity. It's got an image of the Masters, different events around Augusta that make different things that symbolize Augusta, and they painted them and all on one big like canvas.
That's cool.
All right.
Yeah, I
Who's
walked
the
by
art?
and looked at the picture, and I was going to ask about it, but I was thinking, man, they probably want way too much for this picture. And the guy said, "Looking at the picture?" I said, "Yeah, how much for it?" He said, "Give me $10." I looked at it. I was thinking, hell yeah, $10, let's do it, make it happen.
Do you know who the artist is?
Yeah, it's on the picture. I mean, not I don't have it memorized, but yeah, it's in there. It's it wasn't very many of them done. It was like it was a one of very few,
That's
like a
cool.
one of 20, or might not even been 20. It was something like that. I have to go in there and look at it. But yeah, it's got the artist. It's got all the information like handwritten on the attached to the back with the name and everything. And
Yeah, like the little kind of like certificate to it or something.
yeah. Whoever owned it, yeah, they must have got it at like a gallery or art collection or something at locally. You know, who knows how this guy bought it? I bought stuff from him before. I think he's like one of them guys that uh buys like units and like storage units and stuff. So ain't no telling, you know. But yeah,
Yeah, I've seen some people find some, make pretty good money off of that. They'll buy them
Yeah.
storage units and then they'll find a fortune inside of them.
Yeah, I didn't realize how big of a thing it was. I thought it was kind of cool as a kid. My granddad and his buddy used to do that. That was one of their things. My granddad had an antique shop here in Augusta for a long time. And matter of fact, it's no longer there anymore, of course, but uh it was on Highway 25, and it's where the first Golden Corral that they brought to Augusta. He sold when he closed down that and he sold that property, and they turned it into a parking lot for the Golden Corral, and then it eventually became a Chinese buffet. But now it's they tore all that down. Now it's what is it now? It's the Cookout.
Wow.
But yeah, that was one of the things. They would go buy storage units, sell certain stuff, but if it was anything good or valuable, they would resell it in the shop or sell it somewhere. They had people that contacted them to like buy stuff, certain stuff, look for certain things if they found it.
Yeah, our Golden Corral had closed down, turned into a Chinese seafood restaurant, and now it's closed down.
Yeah.
Went from Golden Corral to the Juicy Crab.
And
To
we
now
got the
nothing.
chicken crab.
Yeah, we have one that's still open, but that location closed down.
Yeah, we still got
And-
the Golden Corral here. They moved
But-
it to the other side of town, but yeah, there's still one there.
All the ones around here, even in the Opelika Auburn area, shut down. So we don't even have a Golden Corral. We have the only buffet place we have now, and they have some great food. It's called Old Times. I mean, it's basically like a country buffet.
Dang, we used to have an old time buffet up here.
Man, now the one in Columbus is okay, but now the one in Auburn,
Yeah.
that's near the mall. That's where my wife and I first ate there, and man, there is so much to choose from. If you put a little bit of everything on your plate and was able to eat it all, I'd have to shake your hand.
Now, I don't know if they're affiliated with the old time buffet we used to have here, but yeah, there used to be one in Augusta years ago, and when it was open, it was, for a buffet, it was pretty good, decent. But yeah, now it's like one big Chinese buffet, like massive. They got the Chinese buffet, they got the guy back there making the soup for you. They got the hibachi, they got the sushi guy.
Oh yeah, we
You
do
know.
have one that's like that. It's kind of like a combination. They have American food, Chinese food, all on the buffet.
Yeah. Same like this one, yeah.
They call this one Buffet City.
Buffet City. Yeah, it's gotta be
Yeah.
good name if you got the whole city in it. Mm.
They used to even have crab legs on the buffet bar.
Yeah.
I think they had to slow down on that because crab legs aren't cheap, and there was
yeah, I remember
people
that
just
back in the
there were
day.
there were people just loading up just on crab legs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're taking the whole pan back to the table. Nothing but
Yeah.
crab legs.
And you go over there like, where's crab legs? So that guy just took all of them. Like, damn.
I remember them days.
This one even had frog legs on the buffet.
Damn. They had all the legs. The chicken
That's-
legs,
that's-
the crab legs, the frog legs, the shrimp legs.
Yeah, my son and I used to, because nobody else liked it. But me and my son be over there eating away at the frog legs. Now the place that had really good frog legs is a place in Slidell, Louisiana. And it was like way back, I guess you could say it was in the bayou. My cousin's wife lives down there.
Yeah.
And they took us to it, and it was a Cajun buffet. We had everything from snake, the shark, the
Oh yeah, that's a true bayou
crab,
banquet.
crab, you name it, they had it. Frog legs, and their frog legs were good because they had that, I guess, Cajun kick to it.
Oh yeah, they put that Cajun dust on it.
Oh yeah.
pinball wizard.
He
Mhm.
has a, where'd it go? An old tabletop
table.
pin.
Nice.
Cool.
Man, I used to love going to the damn arcade and playing pinball. Put my
Mhm.
quarter in there. I'd spend the whole day in the arcade and spending I don't know how many quarters.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't realize it as a kid. Of course, I didn't know much about it then, but uh, ain't no telling whatever happened to them things. But my friend of the family, uh, I don't know what they did as a living or whatever, but I remember we'd go over to their house sometimes, and man, they had uh, four wheelers, go karts, anyway. But they had this. He had this guy had this warehouse, and man, it was just slam full of them things, just all different type of pinball
all the
machines, you
all
know.
the and all the
And he had
different
some you could
arcade
go in there and
games.
play. And as a kid, I thought it was pretty cool. But looking back and just thinking the value on some of them things, I'm thinking, man, this dude had a fortune
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
pinball machines. But you know, as a kid, you don't know that stuff. You know, yeah, this dude had a whole
Pinball
lot of.
and pinball and Pac-Man was my game.
Yeah,
I liked them all. Air hockey, foosball, pinball, pool, darts.
the guy had a
Yeah, my
collection of all type of stuff.
yeah, my neighbor that used to live across the street from me, he was always getting in dart tournaments.
Yeah.
He just won quite a bit of money off of them.
I had my own set of darts, my own pool stick, my own bowling ball. I was
That's
picky.
that's what I love. Several years ago when I used to manage a nightclub bar, it's
Uh-huh.
free pool. Playing free
Yes.
pool every night.
Oh yeah,
We would do that one night a week. When I worked at the bar, we'd just open up the table and let them play for free one night. And then the next night would probably be a tournament and full packed house.
shoot, that's about all we had to do in the country. We had one out in the
Mhm.
country. We had one little country store, Pop's Country Store, and it was in on the end of the road that I lived on. So it was probably, I don't know how far that went. Maybe just say maybe a mile and a half. But shoot, sometimes me and my buddies we'd go up there, and if they wasn't real busy or like during the summer times, we'd go up there and shoot. They'd unlock the table for us and just let us play. You know, we'd buy a hamburger or buy something from them. You know, shoot, we sit back there and shoot pool for hours.
Yeah.
Now, when I was a kid, like between I say maybe 8 and 12, not too far away was a recreation center. And inside, recreation center, so like kids could go hang out. They also had the ball fields all around it. But you go
Oh
inside,
yeah,
they got different games you can play, or you can play pool, and that's where me and my neighbor used to go up and play pool all the time as kids.
What? Pool is
Pool
that?
is of the devil.
Why is that, Rosie? No.
My damn dad was a pool shark. He used to could do all them trick shots, where you can
yeah.
make the ball jump over the other one and knock the one in the hole. And
Yep.
just one place he hung out. He was all the time making bets and getting in tournaments and hustling some money on the side.
Yeah. I loved it. We had kind of the same thing Watt did. There was I guess it was a little bar about 2 miles from the house when we moved to the country. And we got to know the owners. My mother was good friends with them, so we were up there all the time. And if it was still daylight, we were on the dirt bikes with the boys. And if it was after dark, we were playing pool.
Mm.
I was probably about 13.
I know back in the day they used to televise pool and stuff like that. I know
Yeah.
if you come here to downtown Augusta, they got the Riverfront Sports Pub, and they still got one of the best hamburgers and fries around. But if you go in there, the wall, it's just pictures and all type of different celebrities and people. And they got a lot of pictures from like the 70s and 80s, man. Them big shots used to come in, and they got pictures of guys in there with just fistfuls of cash. And they say there's still some of them old timers that say, yeah, man, back in the day, they used to bring in the bleachers and stack them in both sides. They had the ESPN in here, the cameras, you know. There's guys that lost a fortune in here. But yeah,
Wow.
there's pictures and history all across the wall. People just won it all and lost it all at the Riverfront Pub.
Well, were they real billiard tables at that place?
Oh yeah, it's man, they got all different type of tables.
Oh, okay.
They've got small bar tables. They got full size tables. Um, I forget how many they got in there. The guy that used to own it, he passed away a couple years ago, but he owned a ton of property downtown. He owned the pub. He owned the strip club that's right beside it. He owned like two more places. He owned all the strip clubs in the area.
Dang.
But yeah, there's stories of that guy.
I'm sure.
Yeah, there was stories of him. It was like, yeah, one night I don't know, somebody was chasing him. Some law was chasing him, and he ran across the river going into Carolina, and he throwed a satchel of $1 million in the river. Used to be all type of weird stories about him. Old Whitey, that was his name, Whitey. Shit,
Hmm.
he knew everybody, man. There wasn't nobody in the city he didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Once he passed away a few years ago, all that property got split up into different people, different places. I don't know who owns the pub now. I think is somebody in his family owns the other properties, but yeah.
Hmm.
Dude. When he passed away, shoot, a bunch of secrets of Augusta passed away with it.
Yeah.
Those stories won't never be told again.
So are y'all getting into the rain up that way? What?
Yeah, it rained here for about off and on for about 3 hours today. Supposed to, I think, get some more tomorrow, maybe Thursday. Finally.
I know we're getting some Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, same here. I think it starts either tomorrow or Thursday.
Yeah, I think there's a chance every day through Sunday. Yeah, we definitely need it.
Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It keeps changing.
Never know how these things
Yeah,
work.
because I was just telling my boss at work the day before yesterday when I was looking at the weather, it didn't say anything about rain for today. And then all of a sudden, all day today, we had rain.
Yep. Rosie, I never heard of bumper pool.
Yeah, there's all different types of different forms of billiards, different games. Like at the you can go up to any one of like the major pool halls, and there's usually like a group of guys. Sometimes it's some younger guys, but usually it's older guys because it's like a longer game, But it's a game called One Pocket. I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard of One Pocket, but you put out all the balls go up on the table, but you don't break it like you normally would break it. Normally when you break, you're just giving it all. But with One Pocket, you don't want to break all the balls apart. And the objective is to get all your balls into one pocket of the table before the opponent gets to the other pocket. And your pockets, the two pockets that you shoot your balls into, is the two pockets behind your where you rack the balls. And it's just a kind of a game like strategy and angles, because you might go 5 or 6 shots and not making a ball. You're just kind of like setting the other guy up, keeping him from making a ball, you know?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good game. It helps you work on like your angles and like your strategy and setting up for the next shot.
I think I've played that.
Yeah. And
They
of
do
course,
all kinds of things. They'll line them up down the middle and
8 ball, 9 ball,
Yeah.
10 ball, 6 ball, whatever.
Yeah.
They still have local pool tournaments here once the first Saturday of every month at the Rack and Grill. They have a big pool tournament up there. It's like what is it? I don't know. It's shoot, you win it. I mean, it's thousands of dollars if you win it.
wow.
You know, by the time it's all said and done. And then they do like the little side bet thing. I don't know if y'all ever heard. It's called the Calcutta. Like they'll buy players. They'll be like, all right, we got Bunny coming in. Bunny coming here. Bunny, you got $5 on yourself. Will you buy yourself for $5? You'll say, yeah. I say, anybody else want to buy Bunny, Bunny, Bunny? And then you'll go for $5. And then there might be some people in their big shots. They might sell for 100 or 200. So if you win it, you win that whole other side pot for just whatever you put on yourself. You know, if it goes that way,
Oh,
that's
wow.
how that's how the Calcutta works. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen people come in there with probably nothing more than a handful of change. They bought their way in. They put a $10 spot on them, and they won it all. You know,
So
rode off in
did
the sunset. Who was this guy?
Did that one place have the billiard tables that didn't have holes in them, the pockets?
I forget what you call that style of pool.
It's actually called. That's actually a
That's
true
billiards.
billiard table.
That's true
Yeah, 'cause
billiards, right?
you have billiards, pool, and snooker.
Snooker, yeah.
But doesn't it have a net?
Snooker's played with 21 balls.
Yeah, it's different. Like, I don't think they're numbered. That's just like different colors.
Yeah, there are 15 reds and 6 colored balls. But regular pool is your typical 15 ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Is it the Kentucky Derby this weekend? Yep, that's what it is.
Thought it already happened.
I didn't know it was already. Last year, I think it was last year, maybe the year before. It was probably the year before.
I swore they already had it.
Dorinda and I did the Kentucky Derby night.
They always have it around the same time they have the local, because here they have right across the river in Carolina, they have the Aiken steeplechase. And heck, they had that like a month ago, I think. No, what's this month? April? Oh no, yeah, it had to have been last month.
Pool halls.
And my sisters went to it. They went up there with their fancy dresses and their fancy hats. Say, look at y'all. The hat sisters.
I think Rosie's mama. Mama said.
First Saturday in May. Yeah,
Women.
I think, yeah, they can't have more than 2 Kentucky Derbies a year. It's
Yeah.
too much Derby. They don't even let you have the Crash Derby no more. How you gonna have 2 Kentucky Derbies with no Crash Derby? You know what I mean? You should be able to crash out sometimes when you want to.
Hey, Navy vet.
Navy vet.
Good to see you, Navy.
Well, I'm going to be at the coast. I don't know if I'll see the Derby or not. Depends on how much fun I'm having. Don't know.
Heck yeah, the Braves won again tonight. They're on a roll.
Uh-oh.
Nobody's ever seen a tear like this before.
Are they gonna take it? Are they gonna take it all the way this year?
They're going to take it all away. You heard it here first. Right here, right now on Watts World, the Braves are going to win it all. Let it be so. But nah, they still got a ton of games left. They'll be
Hey,
playing
look,
till October, you know.
me and
So
Watt can finally agree on something. You know, he's Georgia and I'm Alabama. We're constantly going at it, but now we can both agree on the Braves.
this could be the year again, you know. I know there's a lot of games left, but you know, they won again tonight. They beat the Detroit Tigers, I believe. They got a 3-day battle with them in Detroit.
Blue, I'm going to the Gulf of Texas.
The Gulf of Texas.
Can you say that? Are you allowed to say the Gulf of Texas?
I said it.
You sure you heard it here? The Gulf of Texas. You don't get a Gulf if you know. You don't have a Gulf of Georgia.
No,
Just
it's
got an
actually the
ocean.
Gulf. It's the Gulf of Alabama.
We have an ocean of Georgia.
There you go. See, you got a whole ocean.
Shoot, we got a whole ocean. You know, it even connects us to London. London's somewhere out there. Mm,
Oh, we did that too. Who said that?
who said that?
Who said that? Anthony putting the 8-ball on the chalk.
What is it? 30 days in this month?
Yeah.
No, I think there's 31. Let me see.
No,
Nah,
30 days
don't be
half
fake news in us,
September.
buddy.
30 days half September, April, June, and November.
Okay,
Yeah,
there's
we fake news in us now. We're already losing daylight savings time. Don't be taking the months from us.
May
Just now
has
getting rain.
May has 31. Sorry.
Man, it's the last Tuesday and the last Wednesday of the month. Man, it's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. May is right around the corner. Possibly by the time you check your mail or pay your next bill, it could possibly be a new month. You know, I may not see you until next month. Damn.
It's a long time.
No, man. I might not see some of y'all till next month. Just came to that realization. It's tough times. Still got Cinco de Mayo. We could celebrate Cinco de Mayo together. International Feast of the Tacos. I think Cinco de Mayo falls on a Monday this year. Was it next coming Monday, as a matter of fact?
What day in May is it?
I thought it
Six?
was.
I think it's Monday or Tuesday.
Looking.
Now you got me going to Google it.
It's Tuesday.
There you go. Let it be so. Taco Tuesday it shall be.
It is the day after May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. And then it's also Revenge of the 5th. May the 4th be with you. Young Jedi.
Luke, I am your father.
Oh, Mari, you're not the fuck.
See what I'm saying? The bills is over. It's over with. It's over, Mary. Till next month. You know?
No support, no child support.
Till next month's bills roll around. Never seen one without saying.
Blue,
Yeah.
I never did either, but it was all boulders.
Yep, that's the way some of those in California are.
But we're seeing these things. I don't know. Make sure you post a picture. We've got to get confirmation.
I might have pictures, but it's not letting me share.
Hang on, I may have one.
Yeah, you reached your share limit for this evening, Bunny. You've reached your social share limit.
I didn't get to share one thing. I tried to share the map.
You have to wait till tomorrow's cycle. Tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM.
So I put the link in chat. Let everybody look at it themselves. Revenge of the Fifth. Which beach had the boulders? It is Georgia Beach. It was St. Simmons, actually.
Good hiking terrain. Keeps you sharp.
Whatever. I'm going to go walk out there.
Keeps you agile. You know? Like a jaguar.
Yeah, our beaches are just sandy beaches. I'm hoping there's no jellyfish out there. Want to walk barefooted in the sand.
Dang, I thought I could find it. For some reason, I can't find mine.
It happens.
You
It
know,
happens
some that
sometimes.
And it's already May. That's when I was going to try and get my friend to go Florida and Georgia with me again. Then I'll have to go down to Panama City Beach. See my stepmother. I know, Jerry. I don't like jellyfish. Oh, that's cool blue. I'd love to see that. I saw a movie about it. Sometimes, Cheryl. Oh, wow.
What happened?
Almost every beach in Maine is rocks and boulders, very little sand. What's up with y'all with the Atlantic Ocean? Y'all don't. Where'd the boulders come from?
Yeah. Panama City and Destin Beach is nice. Been down there a few times.
Yeah. That's the area my stepmother lives in. So, was it Ken that was saying something about FEMA?
No, I didn't mention anything about FEMA.
Oh, somebody said something about them taking over where the wildfires are.
Well, that's not going to be good because look how much help they were in North Carolina.
I know.
Like anytime
I mean,
these things happen, you know, people that's trying to get things done, and then there's people that just get in the way, unfortunately, you know, whoever they may be. hopefully the rains they're getting in the next couple of days will definitely help out the cause.
So where's Daytona Beach?
Florida.
Is it Florida? Oh, that's right. I used to get contractors there. They're in Fort Lauderdale and well, all over the place.
Yeah, I guess they still have their big bike week down there. I don't know. I don't know when that is, if that's still a thing. Daytona Bike Week.
Is it still crazy with kids on spring break?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, anytime any city like that, you're going to have your population of spring break.
Yeah.
Going to go somewhere on spring break, you might as well be warm and at the beach.
Daytona 500. That's right.
Yeah, Daytona 500. I've only ever been to one NASCAR event live, and that was at Talladega in Alabama. That was a pretty interesting experience.
Hmm.
Yeah, we went down to Panama City a few times. It's always an interesting time, any time of the summer down there. You just never know what you might see.
My daughter said you can see straight through the water. You can't do that in the Gulf, not here.
No.
But and they would do I don't know if it's a dolphin boat ride, some kind of boat ride to see the dolphins. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Party City.
Who knows? Panama City or Party City? Who knows? Who knows these things?
Well, not as much anymore since they closed Club La Vila and Spinnakers and
You know, it's crazy. You said Club La Vila. You know, that was I think that was like a Playboy owned club, wasn't it?
I don't know. There was some pretty wild times.
And we went down there a couple times, but one time as a kid, I remember specifically it was 4th of July weekend. And man, we left and we got down there. It was probably about the sun was just starting to set, things was coming alive, man. It was I mean, people was taking women was taking their tops off for the beads. My mom was like, "Oh my goodness, what's going on down here?" I don't know. I'm like, shit, I'm
oh
here
yeah,
for it.
they
I'm
did
here
all
for
that.
it.
The
But dude, we
wet
stayed at the
t-shirt.
place. We stayed at the resort, right next door to Club La Vega or Club La Vila. I don't know if it's still in existence, but yeah, back in the '90s, we stayed at that place, and you could literally, uh, you could hear it and see it. In the nighttime, you could just tell it was jumping over there. Imagine that whole strip looks different now.
Yeah, there was something on the news a little while back where they were demolishing, like leveling out where Club La Vila was.
Damn. Yeah, we stayed at that little resort right next to there a couple times, man. Right on the beach. And I remember
Yep.
that last time we got ready to go down there, and the one day that I wanted to go get in the swimming pool, not the ocean, the pool was shut down, man. Somebody had them violated the pool. They had to shut it down, clean it,
Damn.
disinfecting it. I said, man, the one day I want to get in the pool, nobody can get in the pool. Yeah, that was a pretty cool little place, though.
Never again, Mary says. Panama.
Yeah, maybe at a certain age, yeah, it might not be your cup of tea. It's freedom. They're definitely letting it loose. You know what I mean? But it's a different type of
Oh
letting
yeah.
loose.
Yeah, I like to go in the off season because everything's cheaper too.
Oh yeah, my mom and them, they were they were kind of tripping. I mean, eventually they were cool and everything, but in the '90s, it was a little bit harder to figure out. Man, that was some of that decompensated nature. But it was harder to figure out what was near each other. Now you can just Google it and see what's around things. But yeah, they got down there and it was like, damn, we're at the resort right next door to the Playboy Club.
Okay, if any of y'all are going to the beach and you're going to get in the water, even just walking a little ways in, check the bacteria levels.
Nice. There you go. That's your oceanic news you can use for the day.
That's right. Because when the water gets warmer, the bacteria goes up, and that's when people get that flesh-eating stuff or whatever. Oh, Navy vet. We used to eat sand sandwiches all the time, camping on the beach.
Nice.
Just makes it a little crunchy.
Definitely.
It's the same with the rivers and lakes too, with the bacteria levels. You always want to check. I can't remember the site. You can Google it.
Night, Jerry.
Night, Jerry.
Oh, nice. But that was an experience.
I would love to swim with the dolphins. The yappy ones, not the wild ones. Well, I guess they're wild too, but the ones that like to come up to you. True, Mary.
Yeah, just don't make weird dolphin noises around the dolphins that can make them aggressive. They don't like stuff like that. You don't want to mock the dolphins.
Is it illegal to swim with dolphins? I keep
Oh, no.
hearing places where you can go to swim with dolphins. I don't.
There was a place in South Carolina where my son used to take his kayak, and where it was like an inlet where the salt water still came in, and he had dolphins swimming up to his kayak.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just accidentally fell in the water around the dolphins. I was getting back in my vessel.
Oh yeah, Navy, that's for sure. Get one of them horny male dolphins and
Oh no.
Just be careful.
they will try to violate a human. They will try to violate a human.
There's certain times of the month you don't go around horses too.
Be careful. There are seahorses. There are the horses of the sea. Be careful.
Well, hell, people have dogs that violate them on their legs.
They are small, but they are mighty. The legion of seahorses.
My daughter had her, when he was a puppy, had her male pit bull, neutered, and he still be wanting to try to hump things sometimes.
Yeah, that doesn't always help.
We've been there at some point, you know. We've gotten past it. We've gotten over it, gotten around it. There is hope.
I don't even want to. Don't even put that thought in my head, Cheryl. I don't even want to. I don't even want that vision in my head.
Sure. she, oh, she's a mess.
Don't think it. Don't think it would be a pleasant experience.
It would be pretty real. It would be about as real as it can get in the oceanic world, you know. Free Willy would have to swim by, and Jaws would have to swim by to get any more realer. Exactly. Who are these people manipulating the dolphins? And how do they get into such a high power of position, Cheryl? You know what I mean? Who are these people? Who are these people trying to not Free Willy?
I love that movie.
I remember that as a kid back when y'all
Hey,
probably
kid.
don't remember the VHS tapes, but back in the 1900s, we had these things called VHS tapes. And like sometimes in the 90s, if you bought a certain VHS tape, sometimes it would come with like a cool accessory or something. And I remember my mom, she bought the Free Willy one, and it came with this. I don't know if I still got. Probably, I doubt I still got that, but it came with this little necklace, and it was like a whale. It was made to look like it was like hand carved into like a piece of wood.
Oh,
Back
cool.
when, remember when
Cool.
VHS tapes came with, some of them came with certain things, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. My girls were hooked on that one too.
The Indian in the Cupboard, that was another good one I watched as a kid.
Yes.
I had that one, and it came with a little Indian figurine. Imagine some of them things might be worth something now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe just for
They probably
nostalgia,
are.
people had it at one time.
I would
I mean,
say
look at.
they'd be worth something.
I mean, look
Yeah.
at things like lunch boxes. Whoever thought that when you were a kid, those metal lunch boxes that you ate lunch out of would be
Yeah.
worth
Nobody would ever
thousands
thought
of
that.
dollars now.
Yeah. I think the most expensive one that ever sold at auction was it was a Superman edition. I think it might have been the first one they did with Superman on there, but I think that's one of the ones. I think it sold for the most at auction. I forget what the figure was on that thing, but yeah, it was a bunch.
I know I had several. I know the one I remember the most. I think I had the longest was the $6 million Man,
Well, I bet that's a big one.
Steve
You know, that's a
Austin.
pretty popular show. Yeah.
Hell, I think even his action figures are, it was from back then are worth something.
Probably the oldest toy that I still have, and I really don't even know how it came into the collection. I don't know if my mom got it from like a yard sale or something as a kid, but I got it as a kid. But it's like the 1980s edition Transformers when they did the die cast metal. It's
Yes.
the all white like jet. It's like solid metal. I think they banned making toys out of that type of stuff. Now it's just like plastic and like a few like metal screws. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know
Yeah,
how much
because
something.
all the Tonka trucks that I had when as a kid, they were all metal.
Yeah,
Now they're all plastic, but they were all completely metal.
got different stuff that I've acquired and gotten, but that's like the oldest toy that I still have from a kid.
I did find a black. I don't know what it is. It's a long car, but it's a convertible. And the doors open and it's metal.
I missed the big wheel.
Big wheels, yeah. My cousin had one of them.
You know, you had to. It's a bait like a little 3-wheeler. You know, you get going on the
Yeah.
pedal, and then you got that little pull handle brake. You can hit that and spin around, and
I remember we had something like that in PE. When we was like in elementary school, we had some little thing. It was similar to that, but it was like you didn't really sit on it. It was you just like sat on it with your knees. I mean, I guess you
Huh.
could sit on it. It would just be awkward, but it was
Yeah.
like one of them things you kind of get like a running start, and you sat on your knees, and you can control and go so far.
I remember
I don't know
that.
what the heck you called those things.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't even know why we had them. Really, now that I think about it, it just didn't really make no sense. It was just something they gave us. Didn't really question it. You know, it was just PE, free time.
Yep. Navy. I remember the green machine.
I got my little granddaughter one of those. It's round. It's you sit on it and it's got like a wheel on the top
You
and
spin.
spins. Yeah.
Yeah, I was always too heavy for those things. There was one that you know how like maybe your grandparents or somebody maybe had toys that you never know really where they came from. They just kind of stayed there through all the generations of growing up. My grandma
Yeah.
had one of them things, and I remember I sat on it one time, even at my youngest remembrance, and yeah, that thing wouldn't spin for nothing. I said, "The hell with this toy,"
Oh,
you know.
the
The,
one
the
my
one.
grandma had, it would have held you. It was metal and it had 4 seats and you push the handlebars back and forth to make it spin around and
Huh.
it was fun.
The one thing that you can't find at parks hardly anymore are the merry-go-rounds. You know, because they had too many kids flying off of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got to be too dangerous.
Yeah.
Well,
get third degree burn like back in the day when they had all them playgrounds that was like mainly metal. Remember like them old metal slides? Man,
Oh
we had
yeah.
one like that. It was
The
like
real.
torture, man. We just couldn't stop doing it though.
Yeah, it's like 12 feet high, and you got to be careful if you're wearing shorts in the summer because that
Yeah,
shit will
dude.
burn your legs.
the slide.
You drop an egg
Yeah.
on it, it's gonna be boiled by the time it gets to the bottom, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be an old playground down from my grandma's house that was like that. Everything they had was metal. You just had to go at the right time or just take a chance, you know, to hell with it.
Yep.
My buddies is going, we all just gonna do it.
Put a towel under
Come
your
back,
roof.
we got like welding burns and stuff. Like, dang, what the heck y'all been doing? Shit, we just went to the park. Went to the playground.
So it toughens you up. Mad Max stuff. And it wasn't no fun if you didn't go trying to hang on to the merry-go-round without flying off.
See, I never got on it. I was always the bigger of the kids, so that was one of my obligations was to help spin it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was the one dishing out the spin.
Shit, I seen this video
Jump.
somewhere on. I seen this video somewhere on YouTube a while back where somebody had like a motorcycle on its side and was after they got on the merry-go-round was revving it up to make the merry-go-round,
Oh yeah,
and then the guy flew off and what the
Yeah.
hell?
It was a lot of go round, but he wasn't too
Yeah.
merry about it.
Oh yeah, it definitely wasn't merry.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can find that video.
Oh, Cheryl, right. They tried to make us wear dresses in high school. It's so weird. We fought that, and now that's about all I wear is dresses.
Oh, I did that plenty of times. On the seesaw, because I'd be on one side and it'd be like two people on the other side of the seesaw. You know what I mean? I'm seesawing two of these cats. And I get a good rhythm going and I just fling y'all. You know what I mean? I get them every time. That was my favorite game. Self-ejection from the seesaw.
Oh, I found it and shared it. If you see it down there,
Let me
what?
see. You found my video from school? Let's see here. What we got? Let's see what this
Yep.
character
Anybody ever
goes through.
watch this?
Oh no, he's not.
You know it's bad because I'm already dizzy from it, and I'm just watching.
Uh-oh, they're falling apart.
Oh yeah, center mass is starting to break down on them. Yeah, they just hit about 4 G's right there. Yep, there it went.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
dang.
You know, the name of that
That's why
video is
not
Four
everyone is bid
Dopes
out
and a
to be a
Merry-Go-Round.
NASA astronaut. There you go. That's why only
Oh
the
my
best and the brightest make it to NASA. You know what I mean?
Exactly, Navy. That conversation started with "Hold my beer."
Oh, you don't think I'll do it? All right.
Hold my beer.
And there was a woman named Teresa around. I would bet on it. You know what I mean? Probably a woman named Teresa around that was boosting them up.
Why a Teresa?
I don't know. It just happened. It just seemed like it would be. I don't know.
I didn't know a
Yeah,
lot
no
of
AI required for that one. Just human ingenuity and the sheer fact of never turning down a double dog dare. You know, they just won't do it. Can't be done. He
Here
probably
you
had
go. Here's your
PTSD.
one.
From that point on, every time he walked past the playground, he had like PTSD. Oh yeah, this one's already insane. I see it already.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, moped warrior. This dude then took his granddad's moped out. He don't even have no idea what he's doing.
We better hang on. He's just sitting there like,
Oh yeah, he's about to get all 50 cc's of that thing.
no, he's got a
Oh, he's
barb.
already starting off wrong. He's sitting too
At
casual. You
least.
know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. You better hold on.
Uh-oh, glitched out on me.
All right, gotta flip us back up there.
We've all glitched out into the matrix. You know, this is all there is. This is all there ever was. You have to come to
We're just
realization
gonna
we were
watch the
never
moon
here.
tonight.
It was just the moon the entire time. That was the ultimate goal in the cycle of tonight's broadcast, is to realize there was nothing more than the moon and the man that may or may not cast a
Hey.
pole occasionally.
Y'all be quiet. That's Watt down at the end of the pier. We got to be quiet so we can make sure we can catch some fish down there.
Let's see. All right, let's find the right layout. That's a stupid layout. Oh, that's the news layout. There we go. What does this do? No. There we are. We're back in sequence, ladies and gentlemen. What it feels like to go into space. If you ever wondered, that's what it feels like. For those 15 seconds of weightlessness and just pure non-brain activity, that's what it was like to achieve total zero gravity in space.
You ever
Welcome, you are
been
now officially a Watts World cadet.
Watt at any carnival? Have you ever ridden a ride called the Gravitron?
I think it was one I wrote. Is it the one where you like stand up and it spins and it just holds you back on the wall?
Yeah. You lean
Oh
back against the
yeah,
wall.
that
You're
was a
standing
trippy
up.
ride. The funniest thing was watching everybody else. There was like people like if you're not holding on and you're like kind of lightweight, it's just gonna suck you in instantly. It's just gonna pull you up. So I'm like looking around and I can move somewhat, but once it got going real good, you can't hardly move much at all, no matter who you
Yeah.
are. And I'm just watching like little people just like getting sucked up to like the roof or halfway up the wall. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, that was a pretty fun ride. I rode that a couple times. It'll get you dizzy though. But yeah, it was
Oh
the
yeah.
main thing is just people watching. And then people come off, they're sideways, you know, you're all dizzy. You got to figure, you're trying to walk right and you're going left. Yeah. Yeah, you pull about 3.5 G's on that thing. I think they banned it, dude. I think they never brought it back.
Tilt-a-whirl. Yep. My daughter had to get on the zipper. She just kept on, and I kept telling her no, because I knew her. She got on it anyway, and then she gets off, and she's just puking her guts up.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
you
don't.
definitely want to time your eating right or whatever. Yeah.
This is usually Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, there's always that one guy thinks he can eat 3 chili cheese dogs and attempt the drop of death, you know? I mean, if you're
Mhm.
going to get on the ride that's got death in it, you definitely don't want to consume 3 chili cheese dogs before getting on this apparatus. You know what I mean? There's certain rules that they don't tell you. You should just know.
She was
Yeah.
pale white when she got
No, I should have stopped at 2 chili cheese dogs. The third one's what got me. That's what did it. Shoot. I go to places and stuff like that now, and I'm too tall and too big to ride the rides. I just go for the entertainment, the people watching, and maybe they'll have some good food. I like watching just everybody else come off of their sideways now. Once you get above a certain height, then you just can no longer ride the ride, you know, unfortunately. Too short, no good. Too tall, no good. You got to be in the medium window, you know.
medium.
Very technical stuff. Very, very technical.
My contractor today, when he was asking me where I wanted the window, and he's sitting there and he's got it up, and then he puts it down lower, and then he looks at me and he kind of shrinks down, and I'm like, yeah, I'm short. He goes, well, I just want to make sure you can see out it.
Yeah. Best thing they had to do is kind of like stand at it how you would naturally, or then have you a chair where you can sit down and then get to see how it looks when you're sitting down.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bitty window. I won't be able to see out
Hey,
of it.
all windows matter. All windows matter, Bunny. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise.
But the whole 2 walls will be screened, so
Go.
that'll be.
There was a
But
time in
other
England or in Europe where I don't know, for whatever purpose, they were trying to generate a tax, so they would tax people on windows, you know. The more windows you had, the more tax you had to pay. They felt that you were richer. So what certain people do to avoid the tax, they just started bricking up and covering up their windows.
Oh my
Said the heck with
goodness.
that. The heck with the window tax. What windows? Boarded them and bricked them up.
It's a fire hazard.
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
Extra tax was a hazard. You know. It was a hazard either way. They just wanted a self-induced hazard. You know. The hazard happened. At least they didn't. They had the window tax money still in their pocket.
We don't have to brick you into cage you. You did it to yourself.
There you go. That's how they do
Goodness.
it. That's how it must be done. You know. Psychological warfare can be a lot more powerful than physical warfare, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like we've solved about 0.333% of the world's problems tonight. That's a pretty good offset, you
Yeah.
know?
Gotta just keep chipping away.
Just keep chipping away, you know? Definitely met some new interesting character unlocks. Hopefully maybe they'll come back to rejoin us. Maybe low tide will rejoin us as well. He didn't say a whole lot. He seemed like an able fellow though.
Yeah.
But just never know what you may or may not get here, you know? But what do y'all think about it? Any final thoughts, rants, raves, concerns? Do the minutes need to be adjusted? What do we got? What are we looking at?
My final thoughts is I'm sleeping in tomorrow. I don't have to work.
There you go. Let it be so.
Same.
You saying you're sane?
I don't think I'm sane.
Are you going on record now? But now, yeah, I
It's
don't know.
daylight. Ken is. Look at that view.
Oh, he's down there in the Bahamas somewhere. He's down there cruising.
You can see part of the pot leaf off to the wait a minute. Nope. Right there.
Yes.
It says hi.
Well, I put the link in chat if anybody wants to join the backstage. Feel free. Everyone's welcome. But I don't know. Maybe somebody learned something. Maybe they forgot something. Maybe they found something. Maybe they lost something, you know. Maybe it sparked something in them to just have a conversation that needed to be had, or maybe just put something to bed that just didn't need to be. Whatever the reason may be, I appreciate you being here. For those that are here now, in the present, and those that may tune in the future, I appreciate you still the same, you know. My only final thought would be a quote by John Lennon. I think John Lennon was accredited to this. He said, "Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end." You could take from that
Yeah.
whatever you may be, but unfortunately, all good things do come to an end, and this is the conclusion of another episode of Watt's World. Much love, everybody. God bless y'all.
Have a good night, y'all.
Have a good night, everybody out there.